live to the UK. News, information, entertainment, and the best music from the past 40 years. This is Play 2 UK. Warning, warning. The next 3 hours requires an open mind. It's Sunday night. It's 7 o'clock. And the Human Zoo is now open. Call 01243 55 60 60. Skype play.radio.uk. Email studio@playradiouk.com. Conference on 0208 123 1088. Watch and listen at nttbs.com. But be warned, this is a live community dedicated to discussing topics and taboos in a frank and open manner. So, if you're easily offended by an open-minded mass debate, then this show is not for you. And now, it's Not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu, only on Play 2 UK. Beware, boring calls will be buzzed off.
Oh, sorry. Parents give lots of reasons
to listen to the Play Radio. I could not believe me ears.
Slight technical issue at the beginning there. You'll have to excuse me.
What was that all about?
I've been away 2 weeks. It's just about getting back into the swing of things, you know. I don't know. I pushed a load of buttons. A load of things went off without me expecting it.
You thought you were still in Italy, didn't you?
I did think I was still in Italy. Yeah. It helps if I go like that, Aaron. Sorry. Bring your mic up.
Oh, don't bother.
Oh, you're quite happy then if I just leave you on what's the word I'm looking for,
in
people?
the background.
I'll just sit in the corner and shout.
Sit in the corner and shout, I suppose. Yeah. Shall we try that again?
When I sat me down to listen to the Play Radio, I could not believe me ears. What had happened to my show? I don't know. You don't know either. I tried to get connected, like I'd done so many times before, but the Skype chat was down and out. Oh, 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 where did it go? Jaja said, has to be a better way. Yeah. No Skype chat, no cry. Hi, hi. Jaja said, they're going to find a better way. Yeah. No Skype chat, no cry. Listen, people. Studio people, they got to be listening right from the start until the end. There ain't no time, no time. You got to pay attention, my friends. So let's all just cut them some slack and wait till the mojo come back. Let's be right with them, the ups and downs, even though they sometimes act like clowns. Jaja say, we're going to find a better way. Okay. No Skype chat, no cry. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Jaja say, we're going to find a better way. Okay. No Skype chat, no cry. Sing it with me, y'all. Oh, Skype chat, no cry.
Okay, a few technical issues at the beginning of the show. We're back now. Hey, firing on all cylinders. It's Sunday night. It's not the Tommy Boyd Show. It's Matt, Aaron, it's Fiona. I hope you've all had a good week. I've been away. I was away last week.
Where were you?
I was at Monza Grand Prix. Did I not tell anybody?
Were you?
No. Yeah, no. Yes, I was. Yes.
You kept that quiet.
I did, didn't I? I did. You know.
Was it
Tell
good?
on everybody. It was fantastic. I had so much fun.
Did you?
Yes, we'll get to that in a second. First of all, 01243 55 60 60 is our phone number tonight. 01243 55 60 60. You are straight to air. We won't screen you. We will just hit the button and you'll be on air. It's as simple as that. 01243 55 60 60. You can, of course, email studio@playradiouk.com and Skype us if you know how. play.radio.uk. Hello on the phone.
Hi, man.
Hello, Alan.
How are you, mate?
I'm alright. How are you, mate?
Not bad. Evening, BB?
Evening. How's it going?
Right.
How did it go Friday?
Went really well. Mr. Weld has got some audio for you later.
Has he?
What?
John Wells on the Sky.
Uh-huh.
He's got some audio for you.
Fantastic. This is because on Friday it was Alan's
First show. Oh, second show.
Second show.
That's right.
Yeah, we should just explain. Alan is one of our regular listeners and callers. Some might say pest. I like to
Fantasy football expert.
I fancy football
Yes.
expert. Some might say pest. I like to think eager. And Alan's been given the opportunity to present shows on Hospital Radio in Redditch.
Co-presenting.
That's right, with your transsexual.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Well, we'll hear some of that later, and we've got your sports fancy football report coming up, Alan.
Oh, President. Evening, Mr. Weedle.
Good evening, Mr. Caddick. How are you, sir?
Recovered from your earlier call earlier.
All right, okay then.
But that was the point, Alan, when you should have said, "Okay, Matt, thank you, goodbye."
Yeah.
Hello on the phone. Oh, it's the silent caller. Hello. We'll just.
Oh, hello. Sounds like somebody having a shave.
Yeah, it did actually, didn't it? Yeah. Nice effort. Just try a little harder next time.
Yep.
01243 55 60 60. It's that simple. You will go straight to air. We've got some things to get through tonight. But first of all, how was everybody's weeks?
Same as normal, yeah. Run of the mill, average, boring,
Average.
dull. Average, boring and dull.
Oh dear.
I don't live an exciting life.
It's a wonder
To be honest.
you have the comedy mind you do when everything is so dull.
It's because everything gets saved up.
Is that what it is?
I sit and ponder and chew over and think about so many things.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What have you been thinking about mainly this week?
Oh.
Obviously not thinking
Are we
that
going to
hard.
find out later?
Well, yes, bits and bobs may leak out later on in the show, but
And
you
what
know.
about what you're going to say? I mean, flatulence is one problem, but
What?
bits and bobs might leak out.
Yeah,
later.
oh yeah. No, well, sorry.
Try and
No.
keep a breast out, Aaron.
It's the booze. Sorry.
You will be doing Wheedle's Wonderful World of Wine.
Well, yes. Yeah, barley wine.
Barley wine.
Barley wine, as it were.
Barley wine, indeed. And how was your week, Fiona?
I've had a really tough week, actually. I've
You've
been
had
really
a really tough
poorly.
week. Oh, why is
I've
that?
been a poorly bunny.
Oh.
Wrapped up in my duvet, freezing cold 1 minute and boiling hot the next.
Oh.
Well, come on, bit of sympathy, please.
Oh, what a shame. What is it? Is it flu? Is it all
Oh, man flu.
man flu?
Yeah, man flu, definitely.
Dear, oh dear.
But I'm much better now, thanks for asking.
Oh, that's all right. That's good.
Who's on the phone?
'Cause I'm sat next to you.
You know how G-Man Junior FM has been coming to iTunes?
Oh, has it?
It's arrived.
It's arrived?
www.gmanjuniorfm.libsyn.com.
Wow.
Listen back.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can, Aaron.
How's the pizza?
What are you talking about?
The pizza that
You know
you're
the pizza they do at church?
The pizza they do at church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing of what you're talking about.
Not with anybody else. This is Gary, by the way. Hello, Gary.
What is this, formal introductions, Matthew? Have we not met before?
We've met before, but there might be some people who haven't met you before.
I doubt it.
Well, you just never know, do you?
The 6 or 7 people that are listening are probably mostly in one room, aren't they?
Yes, and ask them all for me, Gary. How are they?
I'm very well. I'm here on my own, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, G-Man Junior FM. So, what's happening on this wonderful world of radio?
Well, there is a podcast up and running already.
Oh, so it's just podcasting, or are you doing it live as well?
No, it was live on Friday night, but I haven't quite decided on my optimum slot. But there is a podcast available.
Ah, I see. And what kind of things can we expect?
Well, you can. I don't want to give away my topics because, let's face it, you might nick them because some of them were from the BBC website. So
Well, you just
but I don't deny it.
you just can't trust me, can you?
Well, no. One of them was, have you ever been to a secret gig?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. One of them was, would you live... No, I haven't, but many, if not all of my callers had. All 3 of them.
Wasn't there also something there about adverts and diets?
There was something about how adverts are helping me diet.
Yeah.
There was also an interview with Sizemorg
Oh, Jesus Christ.
about the credit crunch. Hey, now, look, the guy's
uplifting
looking
one.
like a bit of a genius now.
Oof, dear.
No, he's not, because Lloyd's TSB bought Halifax out.
You mean Howard's no longer out of a job?
Well, yeah.
Well, he's still got his adverts, hasn't he?
Well, it sounded like a lot of fun.
No, there was some other very good stuff. It was, I highly recommend it to all 6 of your listeners.
Sorry,
That would double my listenership.
excuse me 1 second, Gary.
Sorry.
Aaron's messing around. I'll just pull that down. Yeah, well, no, it sounds like good fun. I'll try and check out the podcast. Where can we hear that again?
Www.gmanjuniorfm.libsyn, that's LIBSYN.com.
Excellent. It's available as a podcast. Are you broadcasting again this Friday?
I don't know. No, probably not this Friday, but a time to be announced.
Oh, excellent. What, 7 o'clock on a Sunday?
No, I doubt it.
Why,
busy.
there's nothing else to do?
Nothing else to do. What are you guys talking about? Secret gigs or?
Well,
You are now, probably.
we're just about to go through our topics now, G-Man. Stay there. Tonight, 01243 55 60 60. We're talking about secret gigs. Also, Aaron could do with a diet, so adverts for Aaron's diet.
Hold on, me pizzas are here. I've got to go.
All right, bye.
All right, ta-da.
Oh. G-Man Junior FM.
Yeah.
.com/Libsyn or gmanjuniorfm/Libsyn.com.
It's so confusing.
Available as a podcast.
It's not as straightforward as nttbs.com.
No, you're quite right. It's exactly where you can find the cameras. Nice work.
Cheers.
www.nttbs.com stands for Not the Tommy Boyd Show. If you go to that website and click watch, you'll get to cameras. It's a bit like the telly, although we're just not as good. 01243 55 60 60, in my humble opinion. Humble opinion.
It's all right.
Talking of humbles, Kate Humble, would you?
Kate Humble?
Yeah.
Ooh. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I would. What about you?
No.
No?
Too old for me.
Too old? Wow. Jesus. She's only about 30.
No, she's older
Is she
than
older
that.
than that?
Yeah.
Somebody who is older than that. George Michael.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's favourite high cottager.
Sorry?
What a cottager is somebody who goes round to various toilets, shows people their nudie bits,
Right, okay.
stuff like that. George
Allegedly.
Michael has allegedly been caught in a toilet in America, in London, sorry, with crack and cannabis. This is a story from News of the World. The multimillionaire singer was arrested after a tip-off from a suspicious lavatory attendant.
Right.
A suspicious lavatory attendant.
Yeah.
Lavatory attendants I always sort of assume are kind of suspicious characters anyway, aren't they? Because they're sort of Ripper Lee Evans joke. They'll be in the toilets, they'll be having a wee, and they'll be cleaning the tap, going.
That's it, yeah.
This is in Hampstead Heath, isn't it?
Is that where it is?
Who?
Is it
Yeah,
Hampstead
near
Heath?
Hampstead Heath
Do
on
they-
Friday afternoon.
Do they really have lavatory attendants in Hampstead
I haven't
Heath?
seen a clean public lavatory yet.
No.
Where does their attendance sort of come into play? I wonder.
Plus, how many people have been to Job Centre Online, right? Scoured through there and found themselves at the toilet attendant and thought, that's the job for me.
Yeah, there is always that possibility. But what I want to know is, did all the lavatory attendants in London have a 50 quid bet on? 50 quid to the next one that catches George Michael. Hello on the phone.
Kate Humble, no.
Okay, thank you. Hello on the phone. Hello.
Hi guys,
Hello, who's that?
it's CFWW.
CFWW, which stands for
WWW.
Christopher from West Wickham.
Yes, and next week I'll be CNFWW.
Christopher not from West Wickham.
Yes.
But from Uni in Brighton.
So that'd
No.
be
Well,
CNFWWBFUIS. Christopher not from West Wickham but from University in Sussex.
yeah.
There.
Nice one.
And how are you, Christopher, not from West Wickham but from University in Sussex, soon to be next week?
Well, I'm still Christopher from West Wickham.
Okay, well, sorry. I don't want to steal your thunder before it's even clapped, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
I'm quite lonely actually. I'm home alone for the next 4 days.
Really?
Yes.
Porn. Stick some porn on.
Yeah.
Man-sized tissues. Why not?
Go to a website called WeLiveTogether.com. It's what dreams are made of.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out. I don't think you'll disagree.
Is that an
Yeah.
endorsement from Holic?
That's an endorsement from Holic.
Do you have to pay for this site?
If you get a 3-day trial for $2. No, why am I even doing this?
Oh, right. Sorry, go on, Christopher. Sorry.
So, where's the fun guy tonight?
Where's the what?
Where's the fun guy tonight?
The fun guy.
Are we talking
Yeah.
mushrooms?
Are you talking about Stu?
Might be.
Might be. Are we not fun enough for you, Christopher?
Don't make me answer that question.
No, I want to make you answer that question.
Okay, here's another question for you. Don't you think George Michael should stay the fuck out of public toilets?
Answer mine first, then I'll answer yours.
Yeah, you're fine enough. You're fine enough.
Okay, well, I mean, for those of you who want to know, Stu's taking some time away from the show. It's completely his decision. The door is completely open for him. He wants to take some time away, think about what he's going to do and stuff. And that is that. We will carry on regardless. The Human Zoo is open on 01243 55 60 60. We take all your emails, studio@playradiouk.com, and Skype us if you know how, play.radio.uk. It's all straight to air. Nothing has changed, although we will be revisiting the animal rights activist Keith Mann's interview because we got cut short. So we'll be doing that between 8 and 9 tonight. So you're lonely, Chris?
Yeah.
What you need to do is find yourself a good lady.
Hang on, you didn't answer his question.
No, I'm getting there.
All right.
You need to find yourself a good lady, Chris.
Okay.
Or hang around in public toilets.
Or hang around in public toilets. I wouldn't. I wouldn't condone the crack and cannabis, though.
No.
I'll try and hang around in the toilet while George Michael isn't there.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
He's got a few quid. He'd be quite a good sugar daddy.
Although, well, that's true. And having said that, if you got caught at the same time as George Michael, then you'd be in the press, and you certainly wouldn't be lonely then.
You sell your story, couldn't you, kid?
That's a very good idea.
There you go.
Yeah. So, have you got 2 minutes, Chris? Go through something with me. Maybe we can sort of help you find a lady. She gets to know a bit more about you.
Oh dear, that was really crackly. Say that again.
I said, have you got 2 minutes to spend with me now to help you find a lady, so that she gets to know a bit more about you?
Of course I've got 2 minutes.
You've got 4 days.
4 days.
Yes. And a wardrobe full of toilet paper. And WeLiveTogether.com. $2.95
Right.
3-day trial. Download all the movies you can and then end your trial. It's that simple. Okay, this I call 21 questions.
Hold on, cough button. Okay, there we go.
Right, this is 21 questions, Chris. Let's let the ladies get to know a bit more about you. I want you to answer as quickly as you possibly can, please.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
An interesting place you've been to recently?
Tenerife.
The toilet.
Toilets. An interesting person you've met?
George Michael.
Let's do this seriously, please. The man's in need of some coital love.
Sorry.
Oh, Christ, I haven't met anybody new for ages. I never go out of the house.
No one. What would you like to do when you get older?
Sit back and enjoy.
Enjoy life.
Yeah.
What would you like to learn in the future?
I'd like to learn Italian.
Okay. A frightening experience you had when you were young?
Probably being in the middle of the zoo and losing my parents.
Losing your parents. That would get me. That one would. A person you like to spend time with?
Oh, crumbs. That's a difficult one.
Anyone?
Stuart Heron.
I'm thinking your gran.
No. You'd think I'd have had time to thought about this one.
Okay, let's skip six.
Somebody that can get me into a radio studio.
Oh, no, I think that means already like to spend time with, Chris. An exciting experience you had?
This is Christopher from West Wickham.
A favourite pet?
Cat.
Oh dear. Something you like to do when you have free time?
Listen to the radio.
Does it involve tissues?
No.
Listening to XTC.
Yes.
A place you'd like to visit in the future?
Place I'd like to visit in the future? California.
Cali, hey? A person who's influenced your life?
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee. Oh, that's a good one. Something you've never done but would like to do?
Still on the line, blimey. Sorry, what?
Something you have never done but would like to do?
Eat a deep-fried Mars bar. That I've wanted to do for a long time.
Oh, and I can tell you that they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we're not really going to get through all 21 questions here, Christopher, but what I can deduce for any ladies out there listening is that Christopher from West Wickham is a man that likes to spend his time in the toilet with nobody. When he gets older, he'd just like to enjoy doing nothing, although he would like to learn Italian, and getting lost by his parents was the scariest part of his life. His favourite pets are cats, and in his spare time he likes to sit and listen to talk radio. He wants to go to California one day. Ian Lee is his biggest influence so far, and he would like to try a deep-fried Mars bar. So if there are any mentally ill women out there that need a partner, Christopher from West Wickham is your man.
I can't imagine the phones are lighting up, are they?
No, not really.
Parents give lots of reasons why they keep smoking when they have a newborn baby.
It's just so stressful, what with the crying and the lack of sleep and everything.
Well, my parents smoked when I was a baby, and I'm alright.
But there are lots more reasons why you should stop. because smoking around your baby doubles the chance of them dying from cot death. That's why the NHS offers free support to new mothers and their partners who want to quit smoking.
We're so glad we quit, for her sake.
Yeah, it's been good for us too.
For help and support to go smoke-free, call the NHS Pregnancy Smoking Helpline on 0800 169 9169 or visit www.nhs.uk/go-smoke-free.
The Business Brainbuster on Play 2 UK is the internet's best general knowledge quiz. Staff from offices around the country pit their wits in a head-to-head battle, hoping to be crowned Business Brainbuster of the Week. Register your business to take part. Email studio@playradiouk.com now. Then join Paul Anthony, weekdays from midday UK time, to hear it all live on air. The Business Brainbuster with Paul Anthony, only on Play 2 UK.
This is not the Tommy Boyd Show with Stu and Matt on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
Okie dokie, here we go. That's what James Well always used to say. I don't say it with as much verve as he does, but 01243 50. Okie dokie, here we go. It's the James Well Show on Play Radio.
Nice one. Go on.
Really well. 01243 55 60 60 is the phone number. It's straight to air. You can email us studio@playradiouk.com and Skype if you know how, play.radio.uk. Check it all out on the cams as well, nttbs.com. Click watch, everybody's favourite American, Fat Steve. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, it's going well. How are you?
Good. I just couldn't get over what Christopher was saying.
Right.
I mean, if I was 18 years old and lived with my parents,
yeah,
and I had 4 days to myself, I would be so fucking thrilled, jumping up and down.
You know it, brother. You know it. I don't get it.
So what would you do? What would you do?
Oh, the bongs would have been out within like 5 minutes of them saying goodbye.
Yep.
You know, I would have had every single person I know over.
The whole house would have just been one big chamber.
Yeah.
You see, this is what I used to do, Steve. Even when my parents used to go out for 3 hours just for a few drinks with their friends, I would have all of my friends situated round the corner in this sort of like... It's kind of like a little swamp, but it wasn't, if you know what I mean. It kind of went down into a dip, so you could hide 20 people down there, and when the car went by, no one would know. And all you'd do is one of them would get the phone call as soon as they had left. Then they would wait for the car to go by, see it go around the corner, they would all pop out, run round to my house. Within 3 hours, we'd all be absolutely wasted, and then my parents would come back in, and it would be a rather sorry and embarrassing sight for me.
Did you ever have one of those dazed and confused situations?
All the time.
No, I mean like in the movie where the parents left, and then they came back?
Yes, yeah, well, my parents cottoned on, so they used to leave, drive to the end of the village, and then come back. And catch us all at it.
My friend's dad caught us once like that, and his dad was like a judge in the Supreme Court of New York.
Oh, no.
And he came in, and they had like one of those 4-foot bongs, and he just like snapped it over his leg, and the water went everywhere. It's hilarious.
I remember when I first got caught smoking marijuana back in my olden days. I first got caught. I had some friends. We had a big tent at that time. It was like a 6-man tent, but it like came in 2 bags the size of your average dustbin. It was absolutely huge and weighed a ton, but we put it up down the bottom of the garden just to have friends round. 8 friends turned into 12, turned into 16, and we were all camping in this tent. And
once George Michael came over,
well, yeah, I tell you what, we had a sign outside saying "Please loiter with intent." We had a greenhouse next to the tent, right, Steve? And you know how it is in the old days when you used to smoke marijuana, because I don't anymore, although I'm quite happy to tell you I used to. And somebody's got a tiny little bit left, yeah. And being the host, you're always in on that tiny little bit. There'll be that Howard Marks spliff politics kind of thing where people strike up conversation and all that kind of stuff to try and get in on what was left. Well, anyway, me and this lad, we went to our greenhouse next to the tent, and we had a bong, and we were loading it up, and there I was loading it up with my back to the greenhouse door, talking to my friend, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah, yes, blah-de-blah-de-blah this, blah-de-blah-de-blah, right, lit the bong up.
Cypress Hill track.
Matthew. Oof. That was my dad. Matthew. Looked at my friend. My friend's absolutely crapping himself. He's gone white. My dad is stood right behind me.
Did you see his reflection in the greenhouse?
No, but I could feel his daggered eyes bearing down on my back like a whip used to chastise Catholics. It was so painful. He dragged me up to the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, shouting at me in the kitchen. But what I learnt from all of this is not to not get caught, or to not smoke marijuana, or to treat your parents' houses with a bit more respect. What I learnt was, in the olden days, they used to call them hookers. Because my dad gave me a rollicking for having a homemade hooker. For 10 minutes I thought I was paying for sex. It was absolutely ridiculous. But you lead us on to a good point with George Michael, and with the catching with the marijuana and the catching of the kids. Has anybody ever been caught in the act doing something they shouldn't be doing? It doesn't have to be illegal, but something you knew could have been slightly wrong at the time. You were doing it on the sly and you got caught. Let's throw that out there. 01243 55 60 60. So there you go. How's the presidential race hotting up over your end of the pond, Steve?
Well, it seems like Obama's in the lead. It's a nice change of events.
Yeah.
Michael Palin is no longer helping with his vice presidency, or Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. I thought you said Michael Palin. I thought,
I was going to say, it's Monty Python, wasn't it?
Yeah, they've stopped him doing TV shows. Palin across America. That was some great shows. So Obama's looking good for it, is he?
Yeah, I hope so, you know. Although, you know, maybe if McCain gets in, I'll be able to convince my wife a little sooner to move to Amsterdam.
So you're actually going to make the plunge, are you, and move over to the Dam for good?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Can she be a lawyer out there?
Yeah, but, you know, could be a career change.
Well, yeah, because she'll go from high-class court cases in the States to sort of... So, you say my client was caught with 12 pills on the corner of a canal in Amsterdam somewhere. You can tell my geography's crap.
With a hooker round his neck.
With a hooker round his neck, yes. Happened to be a midget hooker.
So I enjoyed those questions you were asking Christopher.
Yeah, do you want to
have a go?
Ask
me.
Yeah,
sure.
Let's have a go. It's got the idea, although Christopher, bless him, he tried. He didn't quite get the hang of it. The idea is to say the first thing that comes into your head.
Quick fire.
All right.
Don't think about it too much.
Can somebody
shoot.
write these down for me while I'm asking it? Because I couldn't write and ask at the same. Have you got a pen and paper there, Fiona?
I
Excellent.
have.
Steve, we're about to find out a little bit more about your good self.
Okay.
An interesting place you've been to recently.
The Finger Lakes.
An interesting person you've met. Now, you see, you're not really getting the hang of this either, are you, Steve?
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I have to think about who's an interesting person that I met. Oh, you know, I met the producer of that Borat movie.
Oh, right, cool, the producer of Borat. What would you like to do when you get older?
Die.
What would you like to learn in the future?
More about myself.
A frightening experience you had when you were young.
My first sexual experience.
Good one. A person you like to spend time with.
My wife.
That's covering your back, Steve. An exciting experience you've had.
Hanging out with George Michael.
A favourite pet.
The spider that's outside my garden.
Something you like to do when you have free time.
Eat corn chips and masturbate.
A place you would like to visit in the future.
Tibet.
Oh, we're halfway through, Steve. You're doing better than Chris already. A person you'd like to meet someday.
Dolly Parton.
A person who has influenced your life.
Martin Luther King.
Something you have never done but would like to do.
Looked at my 12-inch penis.
Something you have done but never want to do again. Looked at my 12-inch penis.
Seen a penis coming towards me.
An experience which made you laugh.
This quiz.
An experience which made you cry.
This quiz.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I'd buy the rights to that song by the Bare Naked Ladies.
What would you do if you were president of your country?
I would resign immediately.
A gift you could give to others.
A photo of myself.
Aw, that's not too sanctimonious at all, is it?
Naked.
A gift you would like someone to give you.
Well, whatever George Michael was looking for in that toilet.
And finally, a special talent you have.
Cunnilingus?
I like to think that's one of my special talents.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Would that be the song you were talking about, Steve? Steve? Has he gone? He's gone. Okay, well, what did we deduce from Steve? He likes to spend time at the Finger Lakes. He met a very interesting man who was the producer of the Borat movie. What did he like to do when he's older? He'd like to die.
Yeah.
That's not too morbid, is it? I mean, we are all
It's a
going
good thing to
die.
do when you get old.
Hello on the phone.
I want to go on the questions, please.
You want... You want to do the questions, Alan?
Please.
That's absolutely fine. Let's just write Steve on here, because, well, now I'm getting to know you all a bit better. I'll keep hold of these answers and I shall study them very carefully. Right, Alan, the idea to this, okay, is it's quick fire.
So as quick as you can.
As quick, first answer that comes into your head.
Okay.
And as it's you, I think we should have a tiny little bit of music.
Yeah. Oh, no, not the Ian Lee theme.
No, not the Ian Lee theme. It's called The Breakfast Machine. It was composed by somebody other than Ian Lee. Would you rather I use something else?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know.
I am a tiger. Good
Alan.
choice.
Are you ready for 21 questions on Play Radio?
Ready?
An interesting place you've been to recently.
Manchester.
An interesting person you've met.
You.
When did you meet me?
I'm looking at you on the webcam.
It's not really the same, is it, Alan? I was expecting your transsexual co-host.
Stalker.
That would be my second choice.
Well, let's go with your second choice, as we've never met. Okay, we continue. Jesus Christ. 01243 55 60 60, by the way, if you want to take part. What would you like to do when you get older?
Well, Play Radio with you.
What would you like to learn in the future?
I would like to learn how to be a good TV presenter.
A frightening experience you had when you were young. Just one.
Riding the Stockwave at Drayton Manor.
A person you like to spend time with.
Kathy Barry.
An exciting experience you had.
Going to Drayton Manor for the first time.
A favourite pet.
Me dog.
Something you like to do when you have free time.
Go on the internet.
A place you would like to visit in the future.
New York.
A person you'd like to meet someday.
Matt Hollick.
A person who's influenced your life.
Ian Lee.
Something you've never done but would like to do.
Go on GMTV.
Something you have done but never want to do again.
Eat Sprouts.
An experience which made you laugh.
My first show on the radio.
An experience which made you cry.
Losing my parents.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I would buy Play Radio.
What would you do? You couldn't afford. What would you do if you were president of your country?
I would hand over responsibility to Gordon Brown.
A gift you could give others.
My gift of the gab.
A gift you would like someone to give you.
A good kick in the pants.
A special talent you have.
Calling up Play Radio.
Well done, Alan. You made it through. All
man.
21 questions.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Right.
well done, Alan.
And what can we deduce from that?
Well, I think
As if we didn't know.
it's all fairly obvious, isn't
I
it?
can deduce that I can't write quick enough.
10 to 8 for the football match.
Okay. 01243 55 60 60 if you want to get involved for absolutely anything. We kind of threw out earlier things you've been caught doing where you shouldn't have been, sort of caught in the act. I was caught smoking marijuana on a bong once. Steve kind of had the same story, but getting caught at a High Court judge's house having a party. Aaron,
Yes.
ever been caught in the act?
Breaking windows.
Oh dear.
Breaking windows?
Yeah, we all used to hang around there over at some common waste ground, and there was a factory near it. And whenever we were there, it was always closed, obviously, because it was the weekend, and we naturally assumed it was derelict. So we all took it in turns to throw big.
Hang on a minute. My parents go on holiday for 2 weeks of the year. Because the house is effectively closed, is it derelict?
I ain't got a clue, mate.
Carry on.
I was only about 8.
Well, that's fair enough.
Anyway, so we're hurling hefty stones at these windows and smashing them until some guy comes around and goes, "What you doing?" And we're like, "We're just breaking these windows." He said, "What are you doing that for?" "Well, it's all right. There's nobody there." He said, "No," he said, "it's the weekend. It's closed. Blah blah blah." Anyway, we all had to pay 25 quid each to get a new window.
Well, too right. I'm surprised he was that easy on you, to be honest.
And we were all so honest because he said, "Right, you wait there. I'm going to get a pad and pen, to get your names and addresses. And we actually all stood there and waited for him to come back.
You do that though, don't you? Because did you ever see the guy before?
No.
Did you live in the local area?
Oh, kind
Vaguely.
of, but not. He'd never see me again. He'd never recognise me.
You kind of do that, don't you? Because you kind of think this guy
Exactly.
track me down. This guy happens to be an ex sort of jungle tracker who used to track half-dead tigers across thousands of miles of jungle. And if I don't stand here and give him my name and address, he's going to track me back to my house and shoot me and eat me.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was going to be quite that severe, but we were
Could've
quite
been.
worried that the law was going to be involved. So they were breaking the law.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah, so we all had to pay 25 quid to get a new window.
Right.
That's the only really naughty thing I've ever done.
I've been caught doing loads of naughty things in the act.
Do you know what? You're such a terrible person, man. You're so naughty.
As James Whale would have you believe, I is a chav in it.
You is a chav in it?
Yeah.
Is you?
No.
Is that right?
I is not a chav in it.
No.
No.
Alright.
I just made out to be a chav in it.
Yeah, check this out.
Bad boys, what you want, what you gonna do when you said the jungle don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do.
Come on, Fiona, feel the love.
Quality sound.
Bad
Boys, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
So there we
That's
go.
Brilliant, excellent. Thank you for that musical interlude from
That's
Mr.
all right.
Weedle. Woo, all right. Incidentally, Mr. Weedle's going to be doing his own 20 minutes in this side of the desk in a few minutes.
Only 20 minutes?
You can do another 20 minutes if you want. I just thought we'd go between our breaks.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
Yeah, we'll reposition in a few minutes' time.
Alright. Okay.
And you may have the control. Woo, all right.
Look at that.
Just being a little bit crazy. Oh, I don't know. What will he do? He's so unpredictable.
Mental.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. So, Christopher from West Wickham just said that George Michael should stay away from public toilets. He probably should. I mean, let's face it.
What do you think he's doing there anyway, really?
Give me
Having a
one.
pee?
Hello on the phone.
I am having a shit.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you what, at least he's got us on in the toilet.
Yeah, and if you'd like to let us know the habitual process of your Sunday night ablutions, then 01243 55 60 60 is the phone number, or you can call. You can email studio@playradiouk.com. I tell you what, if you can call studio@playradiouk.com and get through, you can have my job. You can Skype us if you know how. play.radio.uk. It's that simple. And watch and listen at nttbs.com. Click watch. Ever been caught doing something you shouldn't have, sort of caught in the act, etc., etc.? It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be criminal. It could be fairly innocent. You know, you could have been caught in by your best mate's wife in a women's underwear shop, looking at women's underwear for your wife's Valentine's present or something, but you felt a little bit sinister doing it, and you felt a bit wrong, and then you give them that whole nervous and then it makes it look a whole lot more suspicious than it actually is.
How about caught by the police naked?
What?
You?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a long time ago.
Word.
Right, come on.
My word.
It was a long time ago.
Let's hear it.
I was caught at Shoreham Airport in a car by the police. And I don't think I really need to go into detail. Use your imagination.
Oh, you were getting it on! She was getting it on!
How long ago were we talking?
Quite a long time ago.
Were there footmarks on the window?
Just to say we had to drive on naked.
Oh, no.
I know you get arrested for that now.
Yeah.
Actually,
No.
properly arrested.
No,
Hello,
just-
hello on the phone.
I've already slopped out 3 times today.
Have you?
Once in the toilet, twice in me bed.
Oh, I do hope that man's not got a girlfriend. Oh dear. You got caught naked.
Yeah.
Getting it on! Getting it on! Shoreham Airport, we was getting it on!
That doesn't look good on the webcam, mate. That's not good.
Why Shoreham Airport? Was that kind of a...
It was dark.
It was dark.
Yeah.
And that's...
I didn't think there was anyone else around.
Yeah, but Tesco car park's dark after
Oh,
10
this was a
o'clock
long
at
time
night.
ago. I don't think Tesco's was even there then.
No.
No? Oh.
Goring Gap?
There was just... no.
Mind you, I suppose you'd have got some people knocking on the door then, wouldn't you?
Well,
Goring
we just
Gap.
had,
I
on the window.
am hung like a donkey.
Oh, I see.
That's for Fat Steve, and it's 12 inches.
That's right.
Oh, you got caught.
Hello.
Oh, that's crazy. Hello on the Skype. Link deals? No, they've gone. Don't know what they were doing. No.
Never mind.
Oh God! Wow, that's amazing. I've been caught in the act, but only by a friend's girlfriend in my bedroom, so it wasn't really. You know.
Luckily, the windows are a bit steamy.
I'll bet. I'll bet.
Good Lord.
Let's all take a moment to think about Fiona at Shoreham Airport. Getting it on!
That's not good. Stop doing that. That's terrible.
Getting it on! She would love the cock. Oh, yeah.
Heard a song you love? Then help us by buying your favourite chart CD through Amazon. Just click on the banner at playradiouk.com.
For perfect personalised cards for any occasion delivered through the letterbox, go to playradiouk.com/moonpig.
Are everyday items stretching your family income to the limits at the moment? Me too. Well, I found this amazing website, comparison-plus.co.uk. It's amazing. You can compare the prices of thousands of products from all the big retailers. And what's more, it's a totally free service. You don't have to become a member to use Comparison Plus. But if you do register with comparison-plus.co.uk, you get cashback rewards, giving you even bigger savings. Don't pay over the odds. Click comparison-plus.co.uk and start saving now.
It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu, only on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
Are we back on then now?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, it's a bit loud.
That's loud in my cans. Are you all right there with that?
Was that too quiet? I'm fine over here.
You all right with it?
Yeah.
You all right with it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on the phone. Is there anybody there?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
That's kind of loud, that, isn't it?
Yours is better quality.
It is, yeah. That's nice, that.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's nice, thanks for that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to mention tonight, right, is there's so many of us on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So, you're on Facebook? You're on Facebook, I'm on Facebook.
Unfortunately, I can't stand the bloody thing.
I know there's thousands and millions. Oh, hang on a second. All right, let's have a look at this. Hello on the phones.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, this is Harry Brighthouse here.
Right.
I'm disgusted that somebody rang your station and said they were going to have a spit.
Really?
I'm going to complain to Ofcom, KTV, and MFI. I'm disgusted when you're on the roll.
Wow.
Well, that's... Thank you for that.
It's in Mary Whitehouse's distant relative on
Was
the
that
phone.
Mary White? Oh, do you know, it sounded like John Merrick, the Elephant Man.
Right then.
I'm disgusted
John.
with your call.
Merrick.
Have you got any buns?
Anyway.
As my mum said, I was big-boned.
I'm big-footed. Yes, Facebook, it's changed, right?
Yeah.
It's changed. It's gone from the old, simple, easy way of doing stuff into this brand new, shiny, gleaming Facebook.
Yeah.
There was no need to change it, right? Because it was already kicking the arse of every bit of competition out there, yeah?
Yeah.
It was top-notch. They've changed it. It's made it kind of confusing now. So that when you go in, everything's there, you know, your normal stuff, but also what everyone else is doing. It's like if one of your friends has commented on somebody else's status, you don't even know that person.
Yeah.
But it's come up, right? It's come up. Comments come up. Because of this, I've had death threats. Right? Now, a friend of mine put up her status as being bored. So I put, well, why don't you get drunk, right? Watch porn or play online bingo? There's something to do, isn't there? So what she put back, she changed it and she's put, Aaron has got a good point. I shall do one of those. And I thought, oh, which one? So I put on it, which one are you going to do? Or which one will you do? So, I left it at that. This was 10:30 at night. I got up this morning, checked Facebook, and I had messages on there saying, you want to start talking about my kids like that? I don't even know you. Come round and we'll have a little chat. I thought, hello, what's all this about? Then this guy's continuing in. Continuing in. I've not touched a drop.
Minge?
That wasn't me. Going on about calling me a mother effer and everything. I'll tell you what, there was lots of effing and jeffing. And it turns out that this message, right, I'll cut to the chase, he put the fact that he'd put one of his kids to bed, hurrah. underneath that, on his page, was my comment saying which one, and then should do one of them. So basically, he thought that I was insinuating
grooming his kids.
Exactly. Do you know what? And I wasn't. I was just merely commenting on one of his comments that I left on somebody else's page.
Has he given you an apology?
I've got an apology from the guy. Yeah.
Okay.
This was the messages he left was last night, leading up to Gone Midnight.
Yeah.
He's explained that he'd had a few drinks, read it all wrong, and I got an apology from the guy this morning, which is brilliant. You know, had I read something like this myself, I'd have jumped to the same conclusions and been as angry. You know, I'd have seen red as well. But yeah, the guy apologised. He sobered up. He realised what he'd put. He'd realised after reading it all again that I wasn't going on about his kids or anything like that.
And how is your dad, by the way?
Oh, he's fine. Yeah. He's fine. He's fine. No, yeah. And that's just one of the things that's annoying me about the new Facebook, because it's so complicated now. Do you not think? Do you not think?
I do. You know what? You know what bugs me about the new Facebook? I can't find out where my bloody groups are.
Ah, right. Oh, never mind. Anyway, on the phones. Hello, who's on the phone?
It was
Oh, you know what this is? You know what it is?
What?
It's watching. No? Oh, that's beautiful. Do you remember that? Do you know?
It sounded like Birds of a Feather to me.
No, it's watching.
What would we do if we were old and bored?
Well,
the batteries on our vibrator had run out.
They weren't the lyrics, though, were they?
No,
they weren't. That was watching. It was on ITV. Do you remember that?
With the bird twitcher.
That's right. And the little Scouser.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do.
Bird twitcher.
What happened to those two?
Is that like Tourette's in sort of a a bird way? Every now and then he'd go.
I'll tell you what, you have your cans loud, you do. No! Do you not remember that show?
Vaguely.
Lisa Tarbuck was in it.
Oh, God, yeah.
And we know what's happened to Lisa Tarbuck.
She got fat.
She's
been fat.
She was a larger lady in that show. She's out there now doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Linda Green or whatever it was.
Yeah. She's very entertaining, by the way.
What happened to the other people that were in that show? You never hear anything from them, do you?
No.
You have no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of people we don't hear anything from. Was it you were telling me?
Yes! Yeah, I was on Facebook, and I found a group. Hang on, I'll come back to this. On the phones, hello?
Oh, as if you remember watching, Aaron. Top man. 10 out of 10 tonight, big boy, I tell you, man.
Excellent, thank you.
Lee, I'll tell you what happened. A woman in it called Brenda Wilson, she's really named Emma Ray.
That's right.
In real life. She gave up on acting about 6 years ago, and she's gone travelling. And the fella who was in it, called Malcolm Stoneway, I think he did a Toffee Crisp advert just after that, and he just disappeared into the wilderness.
He did a film as well, didn't he? Wasn't he in Morons from Outer Space?
I'm not sure, to be honest, man, but yeah, no, top show, man. To be honest, I haven't got Sky or anything, so I've just been digging the old DVDs out, and that was one of them.
Oh, good man.
I'll send it to you.
Excellent.
I got a dirty bumhole.
Well, I can't believe that somebody's actually rang up with the critique on what happens next after watching.
Excellent, excellent stuff. All right, oh dear. Hello on the phones.
Time for the fantasy football, Aaron.
Oh, fantasy football. All right then. Does he need a bed for this?
I don't think so.
No. All right then, Alan. The floor is yours. Hang on.
Halloween is still in the lead, but on 500 points.
Alan!
Yeah?
The floor is yours.
There's another weekend on the NTTBS League. Waxapton and Seghar William is holding on to the lead, but only just by 4 points on 506. And while second with the Matt Hollicks at 11 galaxies on 502. Third is Randy Lawford with his Rapist on 471. Behind him, his Choppers and the Sex Criminals on 472. And Ryu is fifth with the Ian One Tribute 11 on 458. In the studio, Matt's in the lead on 30th break with his Bar Squad on 366. Joe and a Team Rocket Monkey 16th on 377. Stewboard in 19th position with his NTTBS Heroes on 310. Aaron, in the battle between you and me, I'm currently 23rd on 265, and you're behind me on 24th on 253.
I can't believe that. That is shocking. Is there anybody else there?
We've got Mick Dooley with his Talk Sport Wheatjets, 27th on 216.
Stephen Hawkins above me with wheelchairs. I was on 278 boys. Eduardo is in 18th with his lady boys on 326. Darcy Sarto's 20th with Lee Bowyer Skunk on 301. And at the bottom of the table, Royal D United, managed by Samuel Partridge, is hugging on to the bottom again on 158. If you want to join the league, you go on guardian.fantasyfootball.co.uk. Look for NTTBS League, Parklands Matron.
Excellent, thank you very much, Alan, for the fantasy. Cheers!
Not the Tommy Boyd Show. If we were a football player, we'd be Ian Wone.
And there we go. Where were you? I wasn't listening.
I am 12.
Sorry, Alan, of course I was listening.
Of course I was.
What was I, 24th?
Something like that. There are like 31 teams in now, which is really good.
Just below it, 31.
I know, I can't believe I'm 12. I don't know what I have to do.
We've gained another 10.
We have from somewhere, yeah.
Since we first started. That's excellent stuff. Yeah, as I was talking about watching earlier on, and we were talking about the actor and the actress that were in it that disappeared, and we've had Paulie telling us what happened to them. I was on Facebook, and there was a group I noticed on there called Whatever Happened to Tommy Boyd.
Right.
I know. I couldn't believe it. And they were all surmising whether or not he died, or whether or not he just retired, or whatever, got bankrupt. Was living in a trailer park. They didn't know.
He probably has at some point lived in it.
Well,
no, Tom, Mr. Experience.
I say he's done a bit of everything, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's done a little bit of everything. So I just thought, what other celebrities disappeared that we've not actually thought about? I mean, what happened to Danny from Hearsay, the one who looked like Shrek? Where is he now?
Oh, God.
What's he doing?
Tesco's, I don't know.
You know, and there was the other one in Hearsay, Noel.
Noel,
where's Noel?
Well, he's probably somewhere near
Because all the
toilet with George Michael, I don't know.
All the women in Hearsay, one of them's in Corrie, one of them was doing the dirty with Darren Day.
That's the only reason she's famous.
Then she was doing ice skating, alright? And the other one, Mylene, dropped a bit of weight, doing adverts for
a baby.
Something or other.
Just some classical stuff.
She looks fantastic now, doesn't she?
She's right, yeah.
She's a radio presenter as well, isn't
she? Yeah, on Classic Gold.
And she was doing the One Show, wasn't she? For a while, while she was pregnant.
That's right, and then she had baby.
She had baby?
She had baby.
And then somebody took her place.
Aye, that lovely Irish girl.
Do you like her?
Oh, I do.
Really? So I like lady with accents.
Aye.
What sort of accent does it for you?
Irish, Australian. I'm quite prone to the American, depending on which region they're from.
Really? You like the American accent on a lady? Why, what is it about?
I tell you what, recently, I consider I have myself to have one of the worst Irish accents possible.
Really?
And I was joking about with the missus before we went on holiday, and I just said my Irish accent. Oh,
really?
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah?
Yeah, so now whenever I get into trouble I just go, well, it's not really my fault anyway, is it? And she goes, honestly, I was doing it last night.
So your missus is turned on by leprechauns? Is that what you say?
You know who you sounded like then? That guy from 40 Towers.
Oh!
You know the one that was
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. Oh, yeah.
Lick a paint.
O'Reilly.
Lick a paint. Lick a paint 1 hour. That'd be alright. What time is it now? Time for a cup of tea?
I don't know. That sounded more like Ardlo Hanlon from Father
Was it?
Ted. Yeah. Irish likes 01243 55 60 60.
Yeah. On the phone, hello.
Christine Bleakley is fit.
Christine Bleakley is fit. Thanks for that, Alan. Would anyone agree with that? Christine Bleakley being fit? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody know who Christine Bleakley is?
Anybody?
The One Show.
Anyone know?
That's the One Show.
Is that her name? Christine Bleakley?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never watch it.
The name Christine puts me off a bit, though.
Yeah?
I'm really terrible with names. Names can really put me off a woman. It's terrible. Like, if there was the most gorgeous woman in the world, a great personality, and was called Philomena, I wouldn't be able to. Mum, Dad,
yes?
This is my girlfriend Phil.
Well, you say that. I know a couple of girls. One of them is called Steve.
Yep, so I know a girl called Stevie, yep.
And the other one's called Rick.
Rick?
Ricky.
Wow, that's weird.
I know a girl called Ricky and one called Stevie.
I know two girls, one called Red and one called Blue. How cool's that?
Get out of it.
Serious?
No way.
Serious anting?
Is that serious?
That's straight up, brother, you know what I'm saying?
Man. Alright,
Would you go out with a Gladys?
No. I probably wouldn't go out with an Yvonne either.
Alright, okay.
Or a Pippa.
Reminds it. It's the name you give a dog, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, on the phones, hello. Hello?
Just some heavy breathing.
Some heavy breathing. I liked it. I don't know about you.
I'm in for a bit of heavy breathing. Yeah.
I want to open it to the phones, actually. If anyone out there has got a certain accent that they like that turns them on, just let us know. Why not? What about you, Fiona?
Right, can I just interrupt there? As you're in the driving seat right now, when you say, I'll open that up to the phones, accent that turns them on...
Do you want me to tell them the number?
Insert number here.
Just in case they don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 01243 55 60 60 or 0208 123 1088.
Yeah, I've not given that one out for a while, have I?
You haven't now. 0208 123 1088. Or you could email us, studio@playradiouk.com, or you can Skype us, play.radio.uk. If you wish. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Oh, we've got one. Hang on. On the phones, hello.
Thank us, thank us.
Father Ted.
Father Ted.
Lovely stuff.
Was that Father O'Crilly? No.
Father, no, because it was Ted Crilly, wasn't it?
Ted Crilly, yeah, that's right.
Father, Jack Hackett.
Father Jack Hackett might have been.
Was it?
Yeah, that's not really a father's name,
Was
is it?
No. It was Father Jack.
It was Father Jack, but what was his surname?
Hackett.
Hackett, oh.
I'm sure
Hackett.
it was.
Okay, sure it wasn't O. Hackett.
No. Okay. They're stereotyping that, man.
Well, so.
Stop that.
So?
Alright, Fiona.
Yes.
Sorry, what accent turns you on, dear?
Oh, lots of accents.
Tell me.
Geordie.
Geordie?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I hear you're quite prone to a bit of brum.
I like a bit of brum.
You like a bit of brum?
I like a bit of brum.
You watch, Alan will be phoning up in a minute, now that he knows you like the Brummy accent. Give it 30 seconds, let the delay catch up.
What accent is your husband's?
Brighton.
Oh,
Brighton.
God. So it's sort of chavvy Cockney, isn't it?
Oh,
it's sort of
no, you can't say that.
Wannabe London. It is, though, isn't it? When I moved down here, I realised how awfully bad Cockneys were.
Is it like London by the Sea?
It is like a bit like London by the Sea, but with a lot more gay people.
Oh, hey! No! You can't stereotype Brighton as...
I'm not, well, I can't You mean I can't stereotype Brighton as the gay capital of England, which Brighton stereotypes itself as?
Almost the capital of the world.
Where the home of Gaydar Radio exists.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I know.
That is shocking.
Good bum lord.
Good. Yes. On the phones, hello.
Would you like to hear some audio? Go on, 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 go on. Go on, 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 go on.
That turned from go on to that message that people used to spray on motorway bridges, Goranga.
Well, what did that mean?
I think it's a hippie thing for like peace and love and unity. I couldn't honestly tell you, but do you remember seeing it? It's just random Goranga, and you meant to shout it as you go underneath it.
No.
That turned from go on, go on, go on, go on, Goranga, 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 Goranga.
Who could that mystery caller have been?
I have absolutely no idea. What a great Irish accent.
I love him for his effort, though. I love him for his effort. Bless him.
I like all accents, though.
Really?
Accents are very sexy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't have an accent. So anyone
You
sounds
do?
better than I do. Do I?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm originally from Cheshire.
Okay.
So listening to you got an accent.
So...
Mine's slowly disappearing, though.
So
And your accent.
Where would you place my accent, though, then?
Where would I place it?
Yes.
Middle England around 1842.
Southern? South? It's definitely a South accent.
Bearing in mind you don't know where I grew up.
Hang on. Go on, talk to me. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I'll let me have a listen. Go on.
Okay, my name's Fiona. I am 30 something.
You liar. You liar. 30 something. We all know you're 52.
That's not fair. I've just had a hard life.
Oh.
So
I
come
worry
on,
a
then.
lot. I'd have to say...
It's making great radio, guys.
No! Hang on. I'd have to say... Southampton, maybe? I don't know.
No.
I'm
Do you know?
Come on.
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm going to hazard a guess.
Go on, then.
Around Bedford Luton area.
You're not far wrong.
Better than me.
Yeah.
Better than me.
Bit more inclined to the white stilettos, though, and...
Hello?
What?
Soho? What's this?
Look on your face.
You used to be a prostitute. I'm kidding.
Good Lord!
No, but I used to be an Essex girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you are, you see.
Hello.
Oh, so you're quite cheap and easy then.
If you say so.
Well, I hope so. Shoreham Airport, naked, car, police. Moving on. 01243 55 60 60.
Right, what is coming up after 8? What is it you're doing after 8,
Between 8 and 9, we're going to speak to Keith Mann. We had him on a couple of weeks ago talking. He used to sort of head up the Animal Liberation Front. Doesn't anymore.
Right.
We sort of approached a few questions with him last time he was on about cruelty to animals, the way he deals with things, the fact that he's been to prison for 7.5 years for having bomb-making equipment on it. Yep.
Right.
So we're going to be revisiting the interview with him between 8 and 9. Not sure what time. It'll only be about 15 minutes. We've got questions we want to finish. We've got questions we want answered.
Yeah, because the interview got cut rather short abruptly, didn't it?
It did, yes, due to his mobile phone battery dying on.
That's right.
In and around that, the usual hilarity and madness. We're at 21 questions, which seems to have come out tonight.
The usual crazy stuff. Yeah, guys.
And we are going to have a game of Who Am I later. aren't we?
Yes, we are going to play Who Am I later. Thank you
are
for
going
reminding
to
us,
play
Fiona.
Who Am I later?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're also going to challenge the listeners to Who Am I.
We are.
Hello.
We are, yes.
We've also somewhere interspersed in all that got a Wheedle's wind up.
We have, haven't we?
Another.
We might do that shortly. Who is this Weedle guy? He's just so crazy.
I know, he's a cheeky monkey. That's all I know about.
Yeah, he looks like a monkey as well.
Yeah. Great.
Hey, we'll be approaching the subject of monkeys with Keith Mann later.
Have you seen Phone Jacker's back?
Oh,
you're not a Phone Jacker fan?
The first series was quite funny. The second series was the same as the first series.
How do you know? It's only just started.
No, this is the third series.
No, this is the second.
This is the third.
This is the second.
This is the third.
The first one was a pilot.
It's the third.
Then there was the first.
So this is the third
series. This is the second series.
No, this is the third series.
You don't count a pilot as a series.
If it's a whole series, you do, because a pilot's only meant to be one episode.
Because somebody backed me up on this one. No, there was a pilot episode, right?
60.
Then there was.
Don't look at the phones.
I'm waiting for somebody to phone up and back me up on this, that it is only the second series of Phone Jacker.
Right.
I'm sure it is.
But is it the third series they've made?
No!
So how can they have made two series before one?
They haven't!
Right.
No!
So they made one episode, which was the pilot.
Yes.
And then a series.
Yes.
So what about the series after that they made?
It's the one that's on air now.
No.
It's the second one.
Hit the bloody brake.
Oh, for God's sake.
Imagine what it's like waiting. Just waiting. Waiting with your life on hold. Waiting for an organ transplant. This year, around 1,000 people in the UK could die waiting. Simply because there aren't enough donors. More of us need to join the NHS Organ Donor Register, so please, don't wait. Join the register now. Call 0845 60 60 400 or visit uktransplant.org.uk.
Play Radio UK have teamed up with Virgin Wines to offer you a massive 20% discount off your favourite wines. Visit playradiouk.com and click on the Virgin Wines 20% discount voucher to start saving now and have your favourite wines delivered to your door. Play Radio UK and Virgin Wines for people who love their wine and a great deal. Just log on to playradiouk.com and click on the Virgin Wine 20% discount voucher and start saving today.
Your computer is about to melt down. Coming to Play Radio, 6th of October, 2008. Broadcasting live to the UK. News, information, entertainment, and the best music from the past 40 years. This is Play 2 UK. This is not the Tommy Boyd Show with Stu and Matt on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
Hello on the phone.
Go on,
Hi! Leslie!
Hello, how are you?
Leslie, our resident directory expert and all-round he-she, has called 01243 55 60 60. I'm great, how are you?
I'm not bad at all, thank you. Does the other
Excellent.
number work? Because I tried it last week and it was engaged.
Oh, really? I don't know why that would be then. I'll check that out during the week, but if it doesn't work, then you got through in the end, didn't you?
Great, yes I did. Yes.
Yes! Alright! Woo! Crazy!
Woo! So...
How's it going then, Leslie? What have you got to say for yourself?
Oh, it's great, thank you. Well, first of all, the return of the video this week.
You've got a video for us?
But, yeah, I'm late calling because it's still rendering and editing.
Wow.
So, I'm just about to upload to YouTube. So it's probably going to get to you between 9 and 8:30, if that's all right.
That is perfect, because around about 8:30 we're going to sort of take things on a slightly serious note with Keith Mann, and then we're going to completely blow the seriousness out of the water after 9 with some fun and games and just all-round crazy madness.
Do you know, I'm nursing a semi.
Great stuff. Well, what shall I send the link via? Can I still send the link over Skype?
Yeah, we still send a link to us on Skype. We're still contactable by Skype, but you know, but not joining in the chat room.
Gotcha. And I don't know if you know, but I phoned last week to tell you that me albino video was deleted by YouTube.
Oh, it was.
Very offended by it, but I brought back the albino in this video.
Oh, excellent! I look forward
to it. But the worst thing is, because Darnell's got a really long face, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I know how much I've been pigging out because it looks less like Darnell and more like G-Man fucking Junior. So, you know, not only ate the pies, I've eaten the pasty truck.
Oh my God, Leslie, have you got 2 minutes so that we can find out a bit more about you?
Yes, sure.
We've been playing this game 21 questions.
Oh, yes.
So I've been firing 21 questions at people. The idea is that you answer it with the first thing that comes into your head.
Go for it.
Okay, Leslie Gruford. Here are your 21 questions. An interesting place you've been to recently?
Grimsby.
An interesting person you've met?
Arid Melian.
What?
Arid Melian.
What would you like to do when you get older?
Have my hair back.
What would you like to learn in the future?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What would you like to learn in the future?
Some harsh lessons at the foot of a fetish mistress with a whip.
A frightening experience you had when you were young?
I was kidnapped by albinos.
A person you like to spend time with?
Alan Weasel.
Ooh. An exciting experience you had?
My first ever orgasm.
A favourite pet?
My sheep Nutty.
Something you like to do when you have free time? Your sheep Nutty.
Lose weight.
A place you would like to visit in the future?
The Play Radio Studios.
A person you'd like to meet someday?
Mr. Shatner.
A person who's influenced your life?
Mr. Shatner.
Something you've never done but would like to do again?
Mr. Shatner.
Yes.
Something you've done but never want to do again?
Yes, I'll tell you about that in a bit.
An experience which made you laugh?
Listening to this show.
An experience which made you cry?
Watching Bambi.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I don't know, to be honest. I'd probably invest in my own green drink.
What would you do if you were president or prime minister of this country?
Make Alan Caddick an MP.
A gift you could give others?
I could make them lose weight by putting them on a 5-day cleanse.
A gift you would like someone to give you?
Midget porn that hasn't got black blokes in it.
A special talent you have?
Gift of the gab.
Excellent. Leslie Gruford, we'll hear your video in a bit, but thank you very much for taking part in 21 questions this evening.
Thanks, and before I go...
Yeah?
You're on about the disgusting experience, which is actually tied in to the Have You Ever Been Caught?
Oh, right.
And I was doing what young males do.
Masturbating.
Porno.
Yep.
Right.
And I thought I was home alone, and I just exploded all over myself.
Oh,
and
no.
I heard the top of the staircase creak. So I was in a dilemma. Do I want whoever it is to see me covered in my own man muck? Or do I eat it there and then? And I ate it.
Oh, no!
The door creaked open with my dad watching me sucking the last of my fingers.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying, no. I wish I was. So that's the experience that I never care to repeat.
Are you lying?
No.
Oh,
Get
God.
off my show, you dirty bastard! Oh!
Do you want a Smartie?
No, I need a beer.
Oh.
We've got Ray on Skype, hello? Ray, are you still there? Ray? We'll give him a minute. 01243 55 60 60 is the phone number. Ever been caught in the act? Studio@playradiouk.com is the email address, and you can Skype us if you know how. Play.radio.uk and watch and listen at nttbs.com. Go to the website, click watch. Ever been caught in the act like George Michael's caught doing his thang at at a public toilet. What else? We've been doing the game 21 questions. We're going to speak to Keith Mann again in a bit, and we'll have some fun.
The thing is with the George Michael thing, right? Surely, with all his money and his contacts, he doesn't need to go and loiter around toilets for drugs, does he?
No, but surely, with all his money and his contacts, he can buy his own public toilet, therefore not get done for loitering there.
I just think there must be some kind of buzz from doing it.
I think he enjoys having sex with strangers.
Ray, are you still there? Okay, no, it doesn't look like we're going to get Ray. We'll perhaps try again in a bit if he wants to call back. Play.radio.uk on the Skype.
I have to say, Leslie's confession there is going to take some beating. Oh,
yes, it was some beating that got him into that problem in the first place. I refuse to believe that ever happened. I heard a story. Is it urban legend? It's from my friends. They all corroborate it.
Right.
Somebody went round somebody... I can't go into the story because it'll reveal who I'm talking about, but somebody...
come on.
Somebody went round somebody's house to drop something off, left it in the back garden, turned to leave, and through the patio door there was somebody's father masturbating.
No! No! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it wasn't your dad, was it?
So the story...
Hey, I don't know. I don't know what...
No, it wasn't my dad. Hello, on the phone.
I thought George Michael would have learned his lesson from hanging around toilets last time.
Good point, Alan.
Exactly.
He should have learnt his lesson.
He should have.
And yes. I beg the question, does he actually need to? So therefore, the fact that he continues to go back doing it, he obviously gets some kind of thrill from doing it.
Yeah.
But back to your earlier comments.
Yeah.
Most people are somebody's father, aren't they? So,
That's right.
Everyone masturbates, don't they? So is it really that?
Some of us a little more than others, I imagine.
Everybody?
Hey, I hear Mike Mendoza gave you quite a present the other night.
Did you?
Mike Mendoza, everybody's favourite on-air sex pest.
Is he?
Gave, I don't know what he's trying to say about your husband, but he gave Fiona a penis extension.
What?
Yeah, he did.
That you put around the member and then use as said implement, therefore applying more pleasure to the lady as well as maintaining the man's pleasure.
Oh, so it's not like a pump?
It's not a pump.
It's not a pump, no.
It's an add-on.
Is it?
Yes.
How was it?
Like at fishing, you get them screw-on bits for your net poles to make it longer.
Right.
It's like that without the pain.
What was it like?
Anyway.
That obviously means that she's tried it.
Obviously.
I'm not saying a word.
No, there you go, guilty. Guilty if ever I heard it.
Have you tried those vibrating cock rings you can get?
No.
Durex make them?
No, I haven't.
Or is it Mates?
I know the one. No, they're not. They're not actually cock rings, are they? They're just to add vibration. They're not actually adding any tension.
Depends on how big your member is, Matt. If it's slipping off, then you need to see somebody.
No, because a cock ring goes round the base, which is testicles and penis.
Is it not? Are you not supposed to tuck it all through then?
Yes,
this thing is elasticated.
Oh, it is, right. I thought.
Oh yeah, it's made of rubber.
You know, I had one of these visions. You know, you get those like tightening things. It's got a screw, and as you screw it, it feeds the metal through.
Yeah.
I just had a vision of one of them with a little vibrating acklet on it.
No, it's not that. There is a bit of give to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Mike Mendoza sorted me out with one of those said implements, not the vibrating ones, but with it's like a luminous noose, basically.
What's Mike Mendoza doing? Passing round sex toys? What is he?
Mike Mendoza, you can catch him 8 o'clock UK time every Wednesday and Thursday night on Play 2.
No wonder he used to be on late night. Hey?
Oh, yeah.
Has he got his own sex shop or something?
Lovely, Mike. Lovely sex toy.
Mike Mendoza's Sex Hour.
Yeah. It does even we have Faith from Passion in Cardiff on the phone, and she gave away a sex swing on Thursday.
Did she?
She's going to teach me how to
I'm going to start listening to his
pole
show.
dance.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Excellent. I can't wait to see that. Okay.
Yeah, of
right.
course. Naive Fiona has no idea how to do things like that.
Let's get back on it.
Sure, I'm in a car.
Yeah. 01243 55 60 60. Now, we're going to be talking to Keith Mann, former Animal Liberation Front activist, was at one point regarded by the government as being the uppermost authority on animal rights movements and crimes. I'd like to call them crimes, because what they did was criminal, basically, a lot of the stuff they did. He spent a lot of time in jail after being found with bomb-making equipment on him. He's no longer with the Animal Liberation Front. We tried to start an interview with him a couple of weeks ago, and his mobile phone battery sort of cut out on us, so we're going to speak to him again in a bit. So he'll be on the phone. If there's anything you personally want to ask Keith himself, then by all means email us, studio@playradiouk.com. 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 Send us an email. I'd love for you to be able to call up and ask him, but we will only be able to take him to air on the phones. You can Skype in, and we will take your call if possible. So that's for Keith Mann, and I think we'll do that at 20 to 9. We'll call him up, yeah?
Really?
We'll do that then, yeah.
Okay.
Can I put my first question out for Who Am I?
Yes, who am I?
Who am
This is
I?
where you need one of those jingles. Who am I?
Who am
You'll have to make me one for next week, won't you?
Yes, only if you go to Shoreham Airport with me.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Who am I?
I have no idea.
Or have I? I've yet to find out. I was born in the 1970s, and my first assignment was with Elite Model Agency in my teens. Who am I? Call 01243 55 60 60, or you can email studio@playradiouk.com.
Okay, is there any point in me having a guess yet?
You can have a guess as long as you don't get it right.
Bernard Manning.
You're wrong.
Les Dawson.
Damn it.
Wrong.
Johnny Vegas.
Oh. No, wrong.
Johnny Vegas was on. Do you remember that that TV show? There was two sofas, 3 people on one, 3 people on the other, and there was a flip chart, and you used to have to draw.
Win, lose or draw.
Win, lose or draw. Johnny Vegas was on that.
Was he?
He was just starting out as a comedian. Yes. It was very good.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, it was very funny. I don't know if you ever watched the programme with Dara O'Brien, Turn Back Time. Dara O'Brien, fantastic Irish comedian.
Caught it once or twice.
Yeah, and he had Johnny Vegas on it, and they showed you these bits, and he also tried to get Johnny Vegas to break dance and all that. Very funny.
Good lord.
Anyway, I digress. Who are you? Let's have that again.
Who am I? Okay, I was born in the 1970s, and my first assignment was with Elite Model Agency in my teens.
We have everybody's favourite conspiracy theorist on the phone, Sizemore. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to yourself.
And how are you?
I think it's Naomi Campbell.
Wrong.
Oh, he's straight in there with the punts.
There you go.
How are you, Size? All right?
I'm the very best, Matt. How's yourself?
Yeah, very, very good, thank you. Very good. Waiting with eager eyes to see if your conspiracy theory for the end of this month actually happens.
It will. It will.
Well,
it's not my theory.
The governments are doing whatever they can to stop it happening, aren't they?
Absolutely. They've just put the whole of the American nation into debt for the next 250 years, but an awful lot more is going to happen on the 29th.
On the 29th?
The 29th is the end of the fiscal year for the American government, which means they have to come clean with what they actually owe. The 30th is the start of the new fiscal year, when all their debt will be called in.
It's the end of the world is nigh!
Only if you've got savings.
Well, really, it is. It's, the end of the world as we know it is definitely...
Where's R.E.M. when you need them? Who's on the phone? Hello?
I've got a guess for Who Am I?
Okay, quickly, Alan.
Is it Kate Moss?
No.
Okay, thank you, Alan. Sorry, Sizemore, just had to get that one out of the way.
Sizemore, have you ever been caught in the act doing something you really shouldn't have been doing?
No.
Well, that... You're got to be lying, surely, Sizemore.
Never?
Never been caught in the act, no.
Oh, that's not saying you're just very good at it, yeah?
I always take a good look round before I would try anything.
Sizemore, I'd like to do 21 questions with you, if I may.
Certainly, there's a bit of a lag on this. Do you want me to phone in on the landline?
Yeah, go on, phone in on the landline, we'll take a break, we'll do 21 questions, because I would love to know more about what makes our biggest conspiracy theorist tick, and we'll do that shortly.
In a world obsessed with celebrities, one woman wanted only one thing: to wake up in the morning to a genuine poster of David Hasselhoff on her wall. To have that poster contain a personal message to her in his very own handwriting. She was faced with fake after fake. Where could she turn for help? The answer was simple: Universal Posters. They have a range of approved celebrity pictures, which even come complete with a personalized message in the celebrity's very own handwriting. This could all be yours for just £7.99. So go to playradiouk.com and click on the Universal Poster banner. Play Radio UK and Universal Posters. Now showing on a PC near you.
It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu, only on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
I mean, there was a while when the blue ones were outcast, wasn't there?
It was, yeah.
But then they got back in.
Now they found a natural flavour to... a natural colour to add the blue.
Right. No, because he's got no additives and preservatives.
That's right.
Is allowed back in.
Incidentally, you know, last week I was telling you that I had to take the scenic route.
Yes.
I got lost going home.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you end up?
All over the place. I was quite scared, actually.
All over the place?
Yeah. Because I was on dark country lanes, not having a clue where I was.
Well,
it was quite frightening.
At least you wouldn't have been caught in the act, which is probably a better place to do it than Shoreham Airport.
Alles super de place.
What?
It's quite scary.
Alles super de place. German, all over the place.
Alles super de place.
Yeah.
See, that's all over the place is so much easier to say.
Isn't it? Not unless you're German.
Well, no, perhaps not. Sizemorg.
Hello.
Hello. There's still a bit of lag, Sizemorg. I think. How much have you had to drink?
Nothing as yet.
Nothing as yet. Okay, right. We're going to do 21 questions with you, Sizemorg. Okay.
Okay, far away.
Okay, right. The idea is that you answer as quickly as you possibly can. First thing that comes into your head, yeah?
Okay.
All right. An interesting place you've been to recently.
The shops.
An interesting person you've met.
My wife.
What would you like? You've got a wife?
Yes.
Wow. What would you like to do when you get older?
Live.
What would you like to learn in the future?
How to live longer.
A frightening experience you had when you were young.
I was killed.
A person you'd like to spend time with.
Fiona Campbell.
An exciting experience you had.
Getting my leg broke.
A favourite pet.
My dog.
Something you like to do when you have free time.
The computer.
A place you would like to visit in the future.
Israel.
A person you'd like to meet someday.
Christ.
A person who's influenced your life.
My dad.
Something you've never done but would like to do.
Hang glide.
Something you've done but would never want to do again.
Underwater hang gliding.
An experience which made you laugh.
Being on this show.
An experience which made you cry.
Being on this show.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
Sell it and buy gold.
What would you do if you were president of your country?
Sack all the politicians.
A gift you could give to others.
Life.
A gift you would like someone to give to you.
Life.
A special talent you have.
Seeing the future.
Wow.
There you go.
Fantastic.
I feel mentally abused after listening to that.
I like that.
Is there any truth in the fact that you died, Sizemorg?
No, it's quite true, actually.
Really? You were brought back to life?
Momentarily, yes. I was
Tell us about it. What happened?
Pardon, I can't hear Fiona.
Sorry, tell us about it. What happened?
In 1968, the last time Northern Ireland had big floods, I was walking over a humpback bridge that had been undermined by the floods, and it collapsed.
Wow.
And I went down into the water, and the bridge fell on top of me.
Goodness.
Good blimey.
And I'd really like to know what makes you tick, being a person that thinks the most exciting thing that's ever happened to him was having his leg broken.
Well, it was exciting because there was so much attention lavished on me.
Oh. Didn't it hurt?
Same time, actually. Same incident.
Oh, that was the same incident?
Yep.
Oh, right, I see. Wow, you're brought back to life. That's crazy. Did you see a light at the end of any tunnel?
No.
You didn't?
No, it was just black.
Just black. Damn it. That's just the future. That's the way it all pans out in the end, isn't it, Sizemorg? It's just black.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I can't have no recollection of it, but it was exciting. You know, one moment walking over a bridge, the next moment being woken up inside a hospital, inside an ambulance.
Did it not freak you out? Like, where have the last half an hour just gone?
I was sort of panicked, yes, but I was intrigued with the amount of attention I was getting,
So did you actually drown?
I think I was fairly young. I was only 12, and I think when you're at that age, there's an automatic response for the body to go into shutdown.
But was it actually the water that overwhelmed you rather than the bridge?
Well, it was the bridge that broke my leg, and the water was absolutely freezing. And I've read about it since that young people who go into freezing water, the body does go into let's call it shock. But it preserves the vital organs and so on.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow. So you're quite a lucky guy.
Absolutely. I'll never come as close again.
No.
So surely then you should be slightly more optimistic about things rather than all these conspiracies.
They're not conspiracies if they're true, Matt.
You're quite right, but not been proven to be true just yet, Size.
Well, all that I believe has.
Right.
And as for the meltdown in the economy, that's not an illusion of Sizemorg, that's a fact.
No, but the meltdown in the economy happens sort of once every 20 years. Aren't you just lucky that you guessed it was going to happen around about now?
No, I didn't guess. I'm going on info I get off the internet.
Right. You know what, Sizemore? I had a crazy experience. I've been going through... I had an accident 3 years ago in the car, and I've been trying to get this sorted out. And I had a lawyer representing me phone up the other day, sounded identical to you.
Really?
I kid you not. I put the phone down thinking, was that Sizemore? Does he know more about me than I wish?
But it wasn't me.
It sounded so like you, honestly, mate. It was absolutely ridiculous. I had to think very hardly about it.
No, it wasn't me, Matt.
Right, okay, I feel slightly better now.
So there.
Yeah.
That's one conspiracy you can wipe off.
Thank you very much. Size, thanks very much for calling in.
Thanks for the call.
Speak to you in a bit. Bye. Thanks for the call. He called us.
Bless
How
him.
does that work? That was good. 21 questions from Sizemore. So we got to know a bit about Alan Caddick. Got to know a bit about Leslie.
We found out more about Leslie than we needed to know.
We did, yes.
That boy will eat anything.
I can't.
Do you think he actually... Oh.
I can't believe anybody would actually do that.
Apparently some people do.
Yeah, my wife won't.
No. Oh, that's very funny.
Hey!
That's very funny.
Oh, he's on the ball tonight.
Yeah, got that one. 01243 55 60 60 is the phone number to call. Straight to air. studio@playradiouk.com is the email address, and you can Skype play.radio.uk. We're going to speak to Keith Mann very shortly. Any email, studio@playradiouk.com for Keith Mann. Any questions you want to ask the Animal Liberation Front activist guy. I remember vaguely 2 weeks ago we had a woman called Sue ring up. We'll replay that call just to give you an idea of sort of what was happening, what we were talking about. And a few of the things that Sue said that I don't necessarily agree with. Hopefully Sue's listening again tonight. She may or may not be. Ever been caught in the act? That was it. I'm losing my train of thought for a minute there. Ever been caught in the act doing something you shouldn't have done? Fiona was caught getting it on. Getting it on. She was caught getting it on at Shoreham Airport. Aaron was caught breaking windows. I got caught smoking marijuana. So anything you've been caught in the act with, 01243 55 60 60. And we're playing Who Am I?
I was born in the 1970s, and my first assignment was with Elite Model Agency in my teens.
And it's not Naomi Campbell or Kate Moss.
If I had to take a punt at it, Phil Collins.
Oh, that's a good one. I was going to go somewhere along those lines.
You were going to say Peter Gabriel, weren't you?
How did you know?
Yeah.
It was a toss-up between Peter Gabriel and RuPaul.
RuPaul?
Nope.
No, we're not good at this.
No. Hello on the phone.
Get in, get out, get in, your mother's in the bin, go on, fuck off!
Thank you.
Nice one.
Oh, that's strange. Hello on the phone.
Matt, I've got a question for you, mate.
Okay.
I sent you the audio on me hospital radio. I'm just wondering when it's going to be played.
When we want to play it, Alan. Thank you for your call. 01243 55 60 60. If you can better that, it's not hard. You don't have to put much effort into that.
Yeah.
And it's straight to air, of course. I keep losing my chain of thought. Is it chain or train? It's train, isn't it? It's train. I keep losing it. That's it. We've gone a whole hour and 23 minutes, and we've not even spoken about my holiday last weekend to the Monza Grand Prix in Italy. Very good, thank you.
Are we doing presents later?
Are we doing presents later?
Yeah. What, did you not bring us all back presents?
Hello on the phone. Hello?
Totally Chappers is broadcast.
Hello on the phone.
Hello, it is me. Is that you? Is that Matt in the studio?
Hello, yes.
Hello, yes. I have a little question for the Keith Mann fellow who's coming in for the animal liberation shit.
Yeah.
Right, now the question that I wanted to ask to this Mr. Mann is whether or not he eats cornflakes.
Whether or not he eats cornflakes?
Well, you know, the cornflake is growing in the field, and the field mouse makes his home in the corn. And if the corn is picked, then the field mouse is made homeless, he lives on the streets, he has to sell his body to make ends meet, takes heroin, and eventually dies in the gutter.
So you'd like to ask Keith Mann if he eats cornflakes?
Yes, because the eating of the cornflakes is what eventually brings down the field mouse.
Right. The field mouse.
The field mouse.
You know, if he wants all of God's creatures to be on a level scale and to be looked after by everybody, I want to know if he is available to talk to me about field mouse abuse.
I will ask him if he's available to talk to you about eating cornflakes and the demise of the field mouse.
That is right.
Is there anything else?
No, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about. Thank you, please.
Hello on the phone. Hello on the phone.
Got it.
01243 55 60 60. Okay, so we're going to do Wheedles About. It is that time. Thought I'd play the theme tune in. Aaron.
Yes.
Would you like to explain a little bit about Wheedles About?
Why not? Right, a few weeks ago, I got one of our regular listeners, contributors, callers, sex pest, Alan Caddick. He said I would never get him. I got him. Some people were not happy because they thought, you know, well, he sussed it halfway through. You didn't actually get him. It wasn't a bona fide prank because he sussed it.
Right.
I thought, all right then, I'll try again.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Dave?
Sorry, you got the wrong number.
Right, okay, sorry.
Okay, bye. Hello?
Hello, Dave?
No, this is not Dave.
It's not?
It's not Dave.
Right, okay, sorry.
Hello?
Hello, Dave? It's Terry. Right, I've been down the clinic. It turns out I've got crabs, so you've got to get yourself sorted out, alright?
This is not Dave. This is Alan.
Right. Shit, sorry, alright, sorry.
Look, you fucking bastard. You better stop phoning me. Thinking I'm Dave. You've got the wrong fucking guy.
Dave?
No, this is Alan. I'm not fucking Dave.
Right, okay, sorry.
You better be fucking going, mate.
Why?
No, God, I'm rather you calling me thinking I'm fucking somebody else.
Alright, so you're definitely not Dave then?
Tell you fucking what, I'm not Dave.
Alright, sorry, I might have the wrong number then, alright, eh?
Yeah, you better have got the wrong number.
Alright, I'll try a different number, sorry mate, sure.
Right. What?
Oh, Dave, I have just had some right nutcase on the phone, I tell you. Oh, mate, he went off on one. I can't believe...
I am not Dave!
Oh, what?
I am not Dave!
Right, okay. You're not Dave, no?
I'm not Dave, my name is Alan!
Right, is it Alan Caddick?
Yes?
Are you from Birmingham?
Yeah?
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, no! Alan Riddle, you idiot! Alan Riddle, you idiot! You idiot!
Oh, Mr. Caddick, I love you.
Damn you, Riddle! Damn you! Oh, damn you, Riddle!
Oh, I love you, Alan.
Cheers, Alan!
Bye!
Potter!
Watch out! Wheedles about!
Hello?
Is that Dave?
No, wrong number! You bastard!
Oh, you've been had, Alan! You've been had! You've been taken! You've been taken! That was fantastic.
There you go, so I finally got him, once and for all. You can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that.
Cannot argue with that
was
one.
very, very entertaining.
was
Would
very
someone like
funny.
to fill for a minute? I just realised I haven't got my bit of recorded audio up.
Okay, alright. Well, I was just going to say, if anybody has anybody in mind that you wish for me to wind up, then all you got to do is email me, Aaron, ARRON, at nttbs.com, with a few details, phone number, etc. And I'm sure I can do the rest.
Oh, okay. Right, we're going to theory this up a bit, right? But don't worry, because at 9 o'clock we'll be back. The Human Zoo will be open as always. We've got some audio to play of Alan's radio show.
Hey!
I believe we've got John Peel's Diary from the Other Realm.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
This is in danger of turning into the Alan Caddick show, isn't it?
The man's quality.
Taxi! Okay, 2 weeks ago we spoke to Keith Mann briefly, the former head, or was he the head? He was the former somebody of the Animal Liberation Front. As I move over here, and unfortunately his mobile phone battery died, or whatever, and we were unable to conclude the interview, which is a terrible shame, although he has decided that he's given us another number to call where the battery won't run out, which means that he's obviously had time to prepare his argument. Obviously after being slightly worried of being caught off guard with my amazing interviewing skills.
That's what it was.
Right, okay, so we spoke to him, then we spoke to Leslie, who called up.
Yep.
About bees and honey. And then a lady called Sue phoned up. And I'm going to play you the call. I want you to hear what Sue had to say. Sue's on the line. Hello, Sue.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I've just been listening to your interview with Keith Mann, which was very sadly broken off.
It was, and I'm going to try and get him back.
Good. Can I make a few comments on that?
You are welcome to make a few comments.
Thank you. Well, firstly, just to pick up on your last caller, animal rights people who are vegans wouldn't consume honey. So that's his thing about the bees being kept.
Okay, we'll take that one off.
So that's that one out the way. And the other one is he, as so many people do, compared intelligence of one species with the intelligence of another species, and you can't do that. All creatures on this planet have the intelligence that's suited to their survival. So a dog has the right intelligence for a dog's life, and there's so much research now that shows how intelligent in many ways other species are, making tools and being altruistic and helping each other and mourning their dead. So I think we can put that one aside. But the main point I want to make is that with so many atrocities, as animal rights people see them as atrocities against animals happening, then I think it's a bit rich for a government and a society that has condoned violence, tremendous violence, when it thinks that terrible things are going on in parts of the world, will go and bomb often very innocent people, children, babies, that it condemns violence against property, which I believe is what the Animal Liberation Front will only condone, not violence against people, but violence against property, that we are so hard on that when people are trying to make a better world for other species, and yet so many people condone the bombing of innocent people in other countries when we disagree with their government.
I disagree with you, Sue, because I don't think we do condone the bombing of people in other countries. My point, let's look at it from a purely Great British sort of locality point of view, is that while these guys are out there sort of trying to make a point and trying to save animals and trying to save species, what they're actually doing is causing such a drain on society, man. Let's put this in perspective for a minute, okay? So if Keith Mann goes and sets fire to a lorry full of meat, this whole thing's blazing, they've got a fire engine on site, they've got the police on site investigating. It's a lot of resources taking up. Meanwhile, there's kids, 16-year-old kids on the streets of London being knifed to death. Do you put that life of the child above the life of the animal?
I know, of course I wouldn't. One of the things that many people have noticed recently is that if there is any sort of animal rights demonstration or activity, and can I say that a while ago there were, I think it was 126 rabbits were stolen.
Who cares about rabbits? Only a rabbit, there's millions of them.
That were due for vivisection, that those rabbits were taken, and a huge number of police were put in to try and recover them. And if there's an animal rights demonstration, you will have a huge police force there, really hundreds sometimes. And yet I hear from old people all the time that they have tried to get the police out when there's been a break-in or something's happening. I called the police once about a young child that was going door to door to collect money, and they didn't turn up. So I think one of the problems is that there's a lot of vested interest in the exploitation of animals. After all, they're used hugely for the food industry, which has spin off with leather, and for the vivisection industry. And I think that, sadly, big business takes priority often over individuals. And we see that not only with animal rights, but we see it with peace protesters now and all sorts of environmental protesters. But to stick to the animal issue, I just think that if people are so outraged, and let's be honest, all, as you said previously, all movements have, throughout time, have used an element of violence. Martin Luther King was always very peaceful, and Nelson Mandela was considered a terrorist and is now considered a great statesman. And you mentioned the suffragettes who committed acts of violence. One of them committed suicide, threw herself in front of the King's horse. But
that's fine if they want to hurt themselves.
In all liberation movements, there are people who have gone that little bit further in order to fight for a cause that they strongly believe in.
A cause they strongly believe in, not really how I see it. Let's just touch on a few things. Unfortunately, a lot of what Sue said there is pretty majorly flawed and contradicted herself at one or 2 points with the waste of resources at animal liberation marches, which is exactly what I was talking about, at animal rights demonstrations costing taxpayers money. Vegans don't eat honey.
Yeah.
What's that about?
No idea. As far as I knew, it wasn't damaging the bees in any way.
No, you can't tell a bee what to do.
I could be ignorant to this, I don't know.
You can't chastise a bee when it doesn't do what it tells you, so that it does it next time they make honey. It's something they do. It's natural. I mean,
they've done for millions of years.
Yeah, I don't see that there's a problem with them in a hive.
Nope.
I don't really see it. I think vegans need medical help if they're not going to eat honey. To be honest with you, if that's a reason. It's cruel to bees.
One thing during that stood out to me there at the end was that I think she was condoning things such as suffragettes, yeah? Going that a little bit further. And she mentioned the one that threw herself in front of the King's horse. Now, wasn't the King's horse injured in that, and wasn't it put down?
Yep, I believe so.
So surely she shouldn't be condoning that sort of action.
Yeah, well, she also says about animals mourning their dead. We know full well that not all animals mourn their dead. Some of them eat their young. Condoning bombing other countries, invading other countries. Primates are well known for invading other primates' territories and beating each other to death for what is only really seen by documentaries and sort of people in the know, that it is just for fun, basically. They can't see a reason why they would do it.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing really for me that stood out from her discussion was her admission on the amount of resources that are deployed for, when these animal liberation protests are taking place, the amount of police resources that are there that are then taken away, not only costing taxpayers money, but also taking away from, the streets where we need them.
So, unfortunately, I mean, if Sue is your typical animal rights activist, then God only knows why they haven't killed more people already. In my opinion. Right, we'll call Keith Mann.
What is she like, eh?
Yeah, she's mad, isn't she?
Yeah, always on for a laugh when we go on holiday. I didn't think she'd actually do it, though, did you?
No way.
So how much did they say the hospital bill was going to be? I don't understand Spanish.
About 15 grand.
Right. Hello, Mrs. Draper, it's Stacey. It's about Vicky. She had an accident in the hotel. She should be okay, but there's going to be a big bill from the hospital. You know that car Mr. Draper was thinking about?
It can be a real problem if things go wrong on holiday, and an expensive one too. So if you're going on holiday with your mates this year, make sure you know about everything you need before you go. Visit fco.gov.uk/travel for more information.
For perfect personalised cards for any occasion delivered through the letterbox, go to playradiouk.com/moonpig.
Play Radio UK have teamed up with Virgin Wines to offer you a massive 20% discount off your favourite wines. Visit playradiouk.com and click on the Virgin Wines 20% discount voucher to start saving now and have your favourite wines delivered to your door. Play Radio UK and Virgin Wines, for people who love their wine and a great deal. Just log on to playradiouk.com and click on the Virgin Wine 20% discount voucher and start saving today.
This is not the Tommy Boyd Show with Stu and Matt on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
Although I have to say, I don't want this to appear to be a one-sided argument. I do, myself, personally, agree with some of the things that they are fighting for. Do you not?
Yes, I do. I mean, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because obviously, nobody wants to condone the cruelty to any living creature.
That's right. I mean, you take a look at the Body Shop. and everything that Anita Roddick built up there. Nothing that she created was ever tested on animals. It was all natural stuff, and that's what made it so successful. The fact that you know, this was all pure natural stuff, and nothing was injured in the making. Do you not think that's the way forward?
Yes, but how did they test the products? How were the products actually tested?
I think they were tested on people, because there was nothing nasty in any of the products. Everything was natural. It's like, you get face packs and all sorts of things, and it's just like mashed up banana and all sorts, you know. I mean, some of the stuff that she made, beauty product-wise, you could eat. It was, you know, that natural and that pure, but it still did what it was supposed to do.
I just wonder how we, you know, can look at actually advancing, you know, our medical knowledge, you know, cures for cancer, etc. You know, without vivisection. I'd like to know what the alternative to that is.
And no doubt, we'll get the chance to ask him. We are joined again by Keith Mann, former Animal Liberation Front member, former animal rights activist. Hey Keith, how are you?
Hi Matt, hi.
We got cut off a bit abruptly a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, my fault.
Not a worry, Keith. Just very, very quickly, because we've approached sort of your background and stuff. Very quickly, in a nutshell, tell us what you did and why you're famous for doing it.
Famous or infamous? I don't know which it is.
Infamous.
Well, I discovered the reality of what we do to animals in our society some years ago, and just after I left school, early 80s, and that changed my life, and I got involved immediately in trying to expose what I'd learned and campaign activity, and it rapidly took me into the tactics of the Animal Liberation Front, which are take control and do something, basically. And I got involved in, rather than writing to my MP to ask him to get this rabbit out of the cage in the back garden that was being abused, I went and took the rabbit out of the cage in the back garden and gave it a new life, and that kind of led me eventually into quite a long prison sentence.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say you left school and went into terrorism, Keith.
Really?
Well, you were sent to prison for being found with bomb-making equipment, weren't you?
No, I was sent to prison for various reasons.
Right.
I was involved in campaigns of economic sabotage against people who abuse animals, damaging property, and that's what got me a prison sentence. It's not something that's appreciated in our society, because animals are quite valuable to people who want to make money. People get a kick out of animal abuse, and many reasons for why people abuse animals, and it's kind of ingrained in us that it's the norm, and it isn't the norm, and it's not acceptable for civilised people to behave like savages, which is what we're doing.
Now, you say abuse animals. You're not just talking about kicking your dog, are you? You're talking about vivisection and the something 50 test and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, some of the worst abuse is surrounded by the meat industry, the meat and dairy industry. What they're doing to farm animals is quite abhorrent, and vivisection, that's something else altogether. That's just savagery. It's just.
But you said 2 weeks ago, if we weren't breeding cattle for beef, we'd have a better ozone layer.
Well, this is one of the problems. The amount of damage that farm animals one of the biggest causes of environmental damage for many, many reasons. The amount of water they consume, the amount of food, crops that we grow that they consume, the damage that's being caused to the ozone layer by the methane they emit, and just what it's doing to our soul, the amount of abuse that we're inflicting on these creatures because we like the taste of their flesh.
Let's not
enjoy their flesh.
Let's not get involved in global warming, because, as we all know, it actually doesn't really exist, and the Earth has a cycle. So let's not get involved in that. But
well, you brought it up, Matt. I mean, if you want to talk about violence, we'll talk about violence, because that, for me, is the key issue. What we're doing to these animals.
But when I think of violence, I think of knives in the street, fist throwing, all that kind of stuff. When you say the word violence, you actually also encompass into that man in a white suit with a scalpel, very carefully dissecting a rat to learn more about anatomy.
Of a rat, absolutely, yeah. That's extreme violence. It's at the worst level, and which is why it's hidden from us, which is why all this stuff that's done to 6 million animals every year in our country, in our name, is hidden from us.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, can you tell me why it is that you're so bothered? Let's say rats, for instance. There's a huge problem with rats in Sydney right now, spreading disease, and they are growing and outnumbering the population. Why can't we use a few thousand of them to try and better medicine for the good of the humans?
Well, because they're rats.
Would you rather rats were running around your kitchen, eating your food, making your kids ill?
Well, the problem with testing things on rats is that a lot of children are actually dying because they're being given products, and adults, and elderly people, they're being given products that have been tested on rats and passed as safe, It's a nonsense. It doesn't work like that. You cannot do that. They're a different species altogether. And if you could, the billions of animals, rats and monkeys and cats and dogs and all the other animals that have been tortured in vivisection laboratories over the last 150 years, we would have cures for all the diseases that afflict human beings. We haven't got cures for any of them from animal experiments. That's the reality of it. And if I had rats running around my kitchen, pestering my children, I would prevent them from getting into the house.
Okay.
Simple prevention is far better than cure, and what we're trying to do is find cures for all these diseases that we've got. More and more we're getting. We're not finding cures for these things, but we're trying to find them by testing things on animals.
But how will we know if there's not a cure, or if there is or isn't a cure, if we don't test it on something?
Well, if you test it on an animal and it doesn't work, are you going to discard it? What about the people it might benefit? You're not looking at them. You're looking at mice and rabbits and rats.
But look,
so we are losing beneficial cures, and there's a history of this. It's well documented. Penicillin nearly didn't happen because it kills guinea pigs. It's one of the most beneficial drugs that we have. Yet, if we'd have tested it on these animals at the time, it would have been discarded. As it was, the introduction of penicillin was delayed. Same with many other beneficial cures. Because they were tested on different species and they failed, we discarded them. And equally, we're testing products on animals and finding that they work wonderfully, or we think that they do. We don't know whether the animal's getting headaches or whether it's got blurred vision or whatever else might be going on inside it. But then we give this thing to people, and it damages people, and this stuff is killing tens of thousands of people all over the world every year. But we're not hearing about it, because what people tend to want to talk about, particularly in the media, is damage to inanimate objects.
No, and what you...
ludicrous. This is the problem with our society. We're more wrapped up in caring about inanimate objects than we are about living beings.
Yeah, of course, and the way you guys tackle that is by blowing things up, setting fire to things, costing the taxpayer money, and generally just making it a drain on society with your crazy campaigns.
Well,
I mean,
if you are
what of your campaigns so far, what progress has the Animal Liberation Front actually made?
Well, you're talking to me now. The fur trade doesn't exist in this country. There are no fur farms here anymore. And this Animal Liberation Front has spread this message all across the world that we should be more compassionate towards animals and people.
Hey.
And if it wasn't for the likes of the Animal Liberation Front, people wouldn't be aware of the massive amount of taxpayers' money that's being wasted, of National Health Service money that's being poured into testing things on animals, and it isn't going into medical care for human beings. This is a nonsense, and it's got to stop.
What about
if we are really concerned about people, as I certainly am, we need to start looking at finding cures for diseases that afflict people, not by testing them on animals.
Right, but what about the drain on taxpayers' money that put you in prison? We had to pay for you to be in prison for doing the dodgy things that you did, which is verging on terrorism, and you're costing the taxpayer more and more money. You're not actually lessening the burden, you're adding to it.
See, this is part of the problem that we have in our society. You sound very, very angry that people have gone out of their way to make a difference and raise the issue of animal abuse, about animals being systematically abused for all kinds of reasons, for pleasure, out of habit, whatever it might be. But you'll get more animated about the fact that somebody's damaged some property, and it wasn't me that sent me to prison, it was the system that I'm campaigning against.
You can damage as much property as you want to. I used to damage property when I was a kid, but I never set fire to a meat lorry, jeopardising someone's livelihood and somebody's life.
Well, as I say, I didn't jeopardise anybody's life, and my concern is to preserve life, which is why, as I said last time we spoke, I'm a dietary vegan, and I campaign against vivisection, because I don't like the damage that it's doing to human beings. I don't like the damage it's doing to animals. These things motivate me a lot more than some inanimate object that may or may not have been damaged, and through which, I have to add, nobody was hurt, and nobody has been during the campaign of the Animal Liberation Front.
Oh,
you look at any other section of society and the violence that's being committed. It isn't our responsibility. We're trying to prevent that.
You telling me the relatives of that poor old lady whose body was dug up from a grave weren't hurt?
It's funny, because all the time, people dig up graveyards, move whole graveyards to make way for supermarket developments, and there's very little comment from the media about this. We dig people out of their graves. The ancient Egyptians, for example, whose whole core belief is that they should remain in the ground forever so that they can pass into the afterlife. We dig them up and we put them on display in museums.
Well, I'm not really sure how many Egyptian burial grounds we have in this country, I've got to be honest with you, but they didn't, they systematically dug up an old lady's body just purely out of spite to get at her family.
Well, that was the point, I think. If you look at the issue, apart from the fact that it's never been established that this was anything to do with anybody that might be campaigning for animal rights anyway, you're making the assumption that it is because the media said that it was. Nobody's ever been convicted of that. Nobody has ever accepted that they did it. But let's just say that they did do it. They did it to affect the family of the dead body of the woman who was dug up, because they were involved in breeding guinea pigs to send to vivisection laboratories, to test things on them, to torture them, to kill them, and then to create false results that were then going to go on and probably cause harm to human beings. So there was a good reason for them, whoever they were, doing what they did.
You're quite right. I shouldn't have said it was them. We don't know if it was for sure or not. But I'll put it to you this way, Keith. Say you were setting fire to my brother's meat lorries and he was losing livelihood, and I went round to one of your elderly relatives' graves and dug them up to get at you for doing that. Does that seem fair? It seems like a just cause, if it's a just cause you're saying it is.
Well, do you know what? Funny enough, I did talk to various journalists after this thing happened, and they were all hysterical about what an awful crime it was. My mum said to me at the time, son, if you have to dig me up to save an animal's life or somebody else's life after I'm dead, you're welcome to do it. Okay? That's how much it bothered my mother, and I actually felt the same about it. It worked. It stopped this guinea pig farm from existing. Where legal campaigns weren't allowed to do that because of the amount of restrictions that were being put on lawful protest, which were proving to be successful until the authorities stepped in and said, no, enough is enough, you're not going to campaign there anymore. So somebody, perhaps, went outside the law, performed this stunt, which closed down the guinea pig farm, and raised the issue, got people talking about the number of people that are dying every year because they're being given products that have been tested on animals and passed as safe.
So I'll tell you what, Keith, I agree with the whole abolition of the fur trade. I don't agree with crocodile shoes. I don't agree with killing animals for fun, for skin, for game. I think killing animals for meat is something that's happened years and years and years, and it's the cycle of life will never change. But my girlfriend, whose 5-year-old son, has Prader-Willi syndrome. Do you know what Prader-Willi syndrome is?
No, I don't.
Right, basically, this is where you're born without the gene that tells you that you're full up, so you're constantly hungry and you're constantly in pain. Born with Prader-Willi syndrome, curvature of the spine and nerving difficulties. And I tell you now, without shadow of a doubt, Keith, if it meant that we would have to test on 10 million rats and 100 monkeys to find a cure for his problems to make his life a bit better, I would do it at the click of a finger.
Well, you would probably also say the children down the street can be sacrificed as well to save your son. And I'm not going to make you right or wrong about that, but this is not the point. You know, we can't go on torturing the rest of society for the people close to us to get better, because we're never going to heal our society that is in a mess and it needs healing. And the first thing we could do is remove the animal abuse from it, and we can all do that. You say it's always been like that and that's how it's always got to be, but that's not the case. You can take control of this situation. You can stop people like me setting fire to meat lorries and causing all this hysteria that you don't like. You can stop all the violence in the laboratories. These are very, very positive things. What you're saying is very negative. You people stop damaging lorries and we carry on abusing animals. I'm saying to you, stop abusing animals, we'll stop damaging property. It's all very positive. It works for everybody.
Well, I don't think it does. So we're all going to become vegans, yeah? Which is...
We need to save this planet.
Well, hang on a minute. A minute ago, you said that we've got to stop breeding cattle for meat because they're adding to global warming, and now what you're saying is we shouldn't be eating them, we should let them breed and keep growing and growing in population.
No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say we should let them breed.
Yes,
you asked me if we should all be vegan, and I said yes. That doesn't mean we let them breed.
And earlier
They're breeding currently because we are breeding them, because we make money from them.
But they would breed
anyway. If they were left to their natural state, they wouldn't overpopulate the earth as human beings are.
What, like the rats?
They would regulate themselves.
Rabbits?
It's just how it works. If we stop messing about with all these things, we're not doing society a favour and the animal kingdom a favour by breeding these animals en masse, having them do all the damage they're doing, consuming all the crops they are, consuming all the massive amounts of water they are, and then killing them. We're not doing them a favour. We're not doing ourselves a favour.
But why would we be vegans when you go back to the early days of man, and we are meat-eating, red-blooded individuals, and our bodies need meat in order to survive properly, create the necessary proteins, muscle balance, etc., etc. I don't get vegans which pretty much eat fuck all.
Well, that's just ignorance speaking. I know many, many lifelong vegans, and I've been vegan for 25 years, and I could run a marathon. I'm not ill. I'm not dying. Meat is it's causing a lot of health problems for a lot of people. We don't need to eat it as much as you want to convince yourself you do. We don't, and it would benefit this planet hugely. It's been predicted that we'll need 4 planet Earth to sustain the population we've got now if we carry on consuming meat products.
Bollocks, that's got nothing to do with meat. That's got nothing to do with meat. 4 planet Earth, what a load of rubbish.
Well, look at the land they're taking. The vast amount of crops that we grow in this country are used to feed farm animals. That's ludicrous.
Do you not think high-rise buildings and the population of China is a bigger problem to the world crisis and global warming than a few cows?
No, I don't, no.
No?
We could sustain quite easily more people than we've got, and I'm not suggesting that's a good idea, if everybody was vegan. This is quite clear. You can produce a vast amount more food if you're feeding people than you are if you're growing it to feed farm animals. So it's no good blaming the Chinese and blaming someone else.
I'm not blaming somebody else. I'm not blaming somebody else. What you're saying is because we're breeding a lot of cattle, that's adding to what you think is global warming, although it doesn't exist. Whereas I'm saying to you, should you not be concentrating more on the problems that to global warming that China is creating, rather than a field full of cows? And if you actually sort of concentrated your efforts on there, you might actually make a bigger impact to global warming than you would if you just set fire to a meat lorry.
Well, if these things concern you, as it sounds like they do, then maybe you should be campaigning for that. I'm involved in many political issues. The one that drives me is animal abuse. It's massive and we can all do something about it. If you think that campaigning against what the Chinese are doing, which they seem to have regulated their numbers anyway, or be trying to, with one-parent families, then go for it. But telling me that this is what I should be doing, it doesn't work like that. I know what I should be doing. I know what's beneficial. I know what... people need to be told the truth, and we're not being told the truth about what we're doing to animals in our society, and I consider it my duty to do that, and I'll continue to do it.
Keith, do you mind holding on for 1 minute? We've just got to have a break, then we'll come back with a question from Fiona.
Okay, no problem.
Mike Mendoza.
Hello, this is Mike Mendoza. You can catch me Monday to Thursday from 8 o'clock till midnight here on Play 2. It's going to be fun, it's going to be games, it's going to be absolute mayhem, but make sure you're there, won't you? Usual numbers, we'll be waiting for you.
Are everyday items stretching your family income to the limits at the moment? Me too. Well, I found this amazing website, comparison-plus.co.uk. It's amazing. You can compare the prices of thousands of products from all the big retailers. And what's more, it's a totally free service. You don't have to become a member to use Comparison Plus. But if you do register with comparison-plus.co.uk, you get cashback rewards, giving you even bigger savings. Don't pay over the odds. Click comparison-plus.co.uk and start saving now.
Your computer is about to melt down. Coming to Play Radio, 6th of October, 2008.
The Business Brainbuster on Play 2 UK is the internet's best general knowledge quiz. Staff from offices around the country pit their wits in a head-to-head battle, hoping to be crowned Business Brainbuster of the Week. Register your business to take part. Email studio@playradiouk.com now. Then join Paul Anthony, weekdays from midday UK time, to hear it all live on air. The Business Brainbuster with Paul Anthony, only on Play 2 UK.
Broadcasting live to the UK. News, information, entertainment, and the best music from the past 40 years. This is Play 2 UK. It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu, only on Play 2 UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
We're in conversation with Keith Mann, former member of the Animal Liberation Front and animal rights activist. Keith.
Hi.
Hi, you say that you are a vegan. What, you put it in a certain term. What was it?
Oh, dietary vegan.
A dietary vegan. What does that mean, Keith?
I avoid all animal products in my diet as best I can.
Right, now...
Not knowingly consume any animal products.
2 weeks ago, I don't know if you're aware or not, after we spoke to you briefly, we had a lady called Sue Ringup, who we've played the call out a few minutes ago, said the vegans don't eat honey.
That's correct, yeah.
Now, why?
Well, just the same as all animal exploitation, it's quite gross and the animals die as a consequence.
Why
one of the problems with commercial honey production is now that they actually remove the head of the male bee in order to extract semen from the bee and then artificially inseminate it into the female, into the mother, whatever you call it, the mother bee. The
queen bee, yeah.
The queen bee, that's it. It's all about exploitation. We take the honey from them and we give them an artificial sugar-rich diet, syrup essentially, because they create honey to get them through the winter. We take the honey off them and we give something artificial to them to eat. What's that about? That's not fair. Why are we doing that?
This is just bees, Keith.
Just bees. Without bees, we're fucked, mate. We've got no chance of growing food once the bees are wiped out.
But we're populating bees all over the place. There's no problem about the bees being wiped out, mate. We're taking care of that.
You're chopping their heads off.
We're chopping the head off one in what, 50,000? How many's in a colony these days?
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, let's crack on with that.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about survival, Keith.
Well, we weren't going to survive without honey. I haven't eaten honey for 25 years.
Well,
I'm doing fine.
I think we could survive without honey. I don't think it's a problem. But
well, why can't we create an artificial one then that tastes the same? We're quite intelligent, aren't we? We can do that, surely. Rather than give the bees the junk that we don't want to eat and take the honey off them, we should eat the junk that we're giving to them.
They don't know any better.
It's just selfish.
It doesn't cause them any pain. They just go about their business, flying from thing to thing.
How would you know? How would you know? You don't.
How would you know?
How would I know what? You chop the head off an animal insect. These insects are fascinating. They're complex, immense creatures, and we're destroying them because we want to take some of their product.
I won't disagree with the fact they're complex, immense creatures. I don't think we're destroying them for their product. I think they're going to make their product regardless of what we do. Final question from me, then there's a couple of people who want to ask you a question. Keith, you're a former member of the Animal Liberation Front.
Yep.
What made you leave?
Made me leave? I've had no choice, really. I've been to prison twice now for my actions. I'm under serious surveillance by the authorities, so I've had to take a different path.
But surely this is something so important to you, where you've already risked going to prison. Surely you wouldn't give up now?
No, I won't give up. No, I'll campaign for a better society for the rest of my days. It's what drives me. I don't like where we are heading, what we're doing with our society to other people, to an environment, to other animals. I want that to change.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up in a minute, Keith, but Fiona's got a question for you.
Hi, Keith. Thanks for your time this evening. I just wanted to ask, you saying earlier that all this testing on animals, that we can't, sort of cross that over to other species. Yeah. So therefore we're not, obviously, finding the answers that we want to find. If you could wave a magic wand, change the world tomorrow, but obviously we want to cure these awful diseases that humans are suffering.
Sure.
What is the alternative, in your opinion, to vivisection?
Well, I wouldn't use the term alternative, because vivisection doesn't work. It's not relevant. It's a failed system of testing products. And no matter what we do or what they do to animals in laboratories, whatever species of animals they are, they have still got no idea what's going to happen when that product is tested on people. We've got an idea what it's done to a certain species, but we've got no idea what it's going to do to people. So it is then tested on people.
Right.
Okay, and 92%, this is a ridiculous statistic, of drugs that have been tested on animals and passed them safe, have gone through all that process. A massive amount of money that should be used to help people get better is being used to test things on animals. 92% of those products then fail the clinical trials in human beings.
Okay, so we stop testing on animals and we start testing on humans?
Well, this is what's happening anyway, but there are many other ways of testing products. There are test tube studies, epidemiology, post-mortem, general research, clinical studies, human tissue, computer studies, human stem cells. All these, there's a massive array of ways that we can better test these products, and just knowledge that we have from the past about what's safe and what isn't. So and there's also there's a big shout for preventing these diseases. We know for the most part why the majority of these diseases are being caused and illnesses, and a lot of it, incredible as it is, a lot of these problems are being caused by drugs that have been tested on animals that now need something to counter them. In hospitals. This killed my dad. They overloaded him with medication, and a lot of it was to counter the previous medication he was given for some other condition he had.
Right.
And eventually he was taking so many, it just wiped him out. It just finished his body off. And this is happening to a lot of people.
Right.
Okay.
Keith, we've got a question from Aaron. We're going to try and wrap this up shortly. There are other things we want to do, but Aaron and a guy called David James who just want to ask you a question. Aaron, your question.
Hi, Keith.
Hi.
Well, I just wanted to ask you about foot and mouth and mad cow disease. Do you think the way this was handled was correct? What would you have done if the government had said, here, ALF, take over this? How would you have gone about curing this?
Well, again, I mean, I come back to prevention, and this is what I would have done. I would never have fed herbivores. These animals don't eat meat, okay? What they did, because they wanted to produce more protein to make more profits, to save more money, was that they were feeding cows other cows. And this is still going on with the poultry industry, incidentally. Slaughterhouse waste is a big problem. They've got a lot of stuff there that they can't use. A lot of it goes into children's sweets in the form of gelatine. Gelatine and sugar is what we feed to kids. They've got all this stuff coming out of slaughterhouses that's no good, so what do we do with it? We feed it back to farm animals. This is what caused the problem with CJD, with BSE, and then they went and wiped out all these animals and set fire to them and buried them in the land or whatever they did. I wouldn't have allowed that to happen in the first place.
No. Okay. Thank you for your question. Now we've got one more. David James should be on Skype. Are you there, DJ?
I certainly am. I just wanted to ask Keith, what is actually wrong with eating animals?
Sorry, I missed the question.
What was actually wrong with eating animals, Keith?
What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's violent, it's unnecessary, and it's violent. It's not going to help our society if we carry on doing. We don't see the slaughterhouses, we don't see the factory farms. If we did, if slaughterhouses were made of glass, people wouldn't eat these animals. It's hidden from us because it's unacceptable, and most people don't like it. But most people accept it because they don't know it's happening. They don't know how bad it is. They're told that there are regulations.
Isn't that an argument, though, Keith, for... I've got an awful line, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Isn't that an argument for making people more aware of what the food is really made from? Rather than not
really made
avoiding eating animals per se.
I'm sorry, I can't really... is that not an argument for telling people what, sorry?
Make people aware of what the food
ought to be... it's an argument against over-sanitation of food.
An argument against over-sanitation of food, Keith?
Rather than not eating meat per se. I mean, it's packaging, it's all about the packaging making people not see what we're eating is meat.
Well, it would be a step in the right direction, if I'm understanding the question, that if people were taught where the meat comes from. Most people, I believe, are very compassionate and don't want to be involved in inflicting this violence on other animals. And if they saw the whole process, most people would automatically give it up. But it's hidden from us.
I mean, personally, I like nothing better other than fishing out a fish, killing it, chopping its head off and eating it, and I don't see that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, I mean, a lot of people would say, one thing I like is taking young girls, taking them home and doing what, they don't see anything wrong with that. I find it all abhorrent, and maybe you don't, you're in at the deep end, you're doing this thing to these fish, and maybe in 30 years' time, when we've wiped out the oceans, you'll have to find another species to do it to. But I do believe that most people would say, no, I don't want to be part of that.
Okay.
If they saw the blood and guts of it and saw what these animals are going through, and realised actually how sentient they are. When you've seen the terror in an animal's eyes, it waits in a slaughterhouse line, the whites of its eyes, and the pure fear that this animal's feeling, most people turn away from that instinctively, and that's a good thing, and we should be encouraging that.
Actually, having been to an abattoir, Keith, I couldn't see any terror in any animal's eyes. I could just see I have no idea what's going on here, which is pretty much the same look you get in a cow's eyes in a field.
Yeah. Well, that's your interpretation, and like I say, this is why it's hidden from us, and if most people thought like that, they wouldn't be so afraid of letting people see what's going on in these places. This is why it's hidden from us.
Well, not everybody does think like that, Keith.
No, absolutely not.
And for those who don't, where can they find out more?
Well, my website, I've written a book recently which plots the whole history of the animal liberation.
Well, you can plug it if you want.
FromDuskTillDawn.org.uk. If you Google Keith Mann, it'll come up, but it is quite a very good read. I get some amazing feedback from it, and it does tell a different side of the story about what people are doing to help animals in our society and the way this has spread across the world. And for me, it's a very positive thing, and it's a very powerful movement. It is going to bring about change. There is a sea change of thought in our society now. People don't want what we're doing. They want things to change, and it is starting to happen now. And the animal liberation movement is at the forefront of that.
Well, Keith Mann, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
My pleasure.
And good luck with all of your exploits in the future, whether I agree with them or not.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay, we're going to just answer this quick call here. Hello on the phone?
Is Keith still there?
No, he's had to go.
It sounded like his point was basically saying that if you're a vegetarian, it's acceptable to take young girls back to your house and do stuff to them, which I'm all down for. I'll get rid of the meat now. I'm going to get rid of it out of the fridge, and then I'm outside the school tomorrow morning.
I don't actually think Keith was saying that, and we certainly wouldn't condone it.
Here at Play Radio UK, we're dedicated to providing you with a fully interactive website and music service. Choose from 11 stations playing all kinds of music 24 hours a day. While away the hours with loads of games in the playground. Interact with other users and find answers to all your technical problems in the forums. Find out who's on when, what we're up to and what we look like. Although some of us are more photogenic than others. PlayRadioUK.com. Internet radio, your way. This is not the Tommy Boyd Show with Stu and Matt on Play 2 UK. Beware, the contents of this show may offend.
Hello on the phone. They've gone. That was Keith Mann. We're going to end the seriousness now. We've had an early break, which gives us even more time until the next break. So 01243 55 60 60 is the number. studio@playradiouk.com is the email address. You can Skype us if you know how. play.radio.uk. And of course, watch and listen at nttbs.com. Go to the website. Click watch. 01243 55 60 60. Let's have you.
Good evening, is it me?
Is it you?
Good evening, this is the spirit of John Field.
Because I want to know what it's like to have sex with a woman who's only got one leg.
Looks like a man, chappers. You're a homo.
please.
You want to win the mug on the air, do you?
Why are you taking the piss out of my fucking accent, you bastard? It's a momentous week this week.
You want to hump a stump, don't you?
Hi, Carolina 1.
Right?
Yeah.
Heather Mills on all fours, up against the wall so she doesn't fall over.
Shit!
It's not the Tommy Boy Show. 01243 55 60 60. Hello on the phone.
It was another boring day, Doily Wood, and Mavis Cruitt, the farrier, decided to make herself a big black dildo out of the Moog. Obviously, the Moog wasn't quite pleased about this, but Car Wash was very excited indeed. Mason!
Hello on the phone. That's the second line. Hello, you've been waiting a minute? 01243 55 60 60. It's not hard to better silence. I mean, let's face it. We've got Will M on the Skype. Hello, Will.
Hello, Matt. Yes, hi. Just calling about that Keith guy.
Keith, yeah. What an unfortunate name.
It's, well, I think the name's the least of his worries. I take offence at what he's had to say there about if we don't... If we keep eating cows and we breed them, they produce methane, and that's going to get us all fucked in the end. I mean, I don't know if you've ever eaten cabbage there, Matt, but
I have.
That gives me terrible, terrible winds.
Yeah, and Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts as well. If we were all to do this on a massive scale, stop killing cows and just eat these things, then I'm fairly sure that we'd end up dead a lot quicker, wouldn't we?
We would. You know what, Will? That's great. We should all go and set fire to a load of cabbage fields. Hello on the phone. They've gone. Yeah, we should set fire to a load of cabbage fields, Will, to be honest with you.
Quite right too.
And are there any other innovative sort of terrorist activities you'd like to take part in when eliminating the vermin from society that is vegetables?
Well, maybe the Heinz factory might get blown up next because of their production of beans.
And what about Epsom salts?
Oh dear. Alka-Seltzers. Now, can I just say, just for the record, that I do agree with a lot of what Keith Mann was saying there. I do agree with a lot of it, and yeah, it should be stopped, but I don't agree with his methods. There's got to be a different way of going about it and making your point, but I do agree with the point he's trying to make.
Hello on the phone.
I'm normal service can be resumed now.
Yes, Alan, and don't you just hit that message home when you call in.
Yes, Alan, you're now free to...
play the audio?
Oh, yes! Oh, God, if he'll shut you up and stop you calling again tonight, I'll play you the bloody audio, for God's sake.
Okay,
Which one is it?
While we're getting it ready, I'm going to give you the next clue of who am I.
Oh, yes, who am I? 01243 55 60 60, studio at playradiouk.com, Skype is play.radio.uk. We are trying to decipher which famous celebrity personage Fiona is explaining for us in these clues.
Okay, first clue was, I was born in the 1970s and my first assignment was with Elite Model Agency in my teens. And the second clue is I suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Max Bygraves.
Oh, Donald Trump.
Nope.
Alan Sugar.
Nope.
Who do you think it is, Alan? Excellent, thank you. 01243 55 60 60. He has so much time on the phone. Don't be worried if I cut him off. He's on the phone every 5 minutes. It's fine. You guys will get your piece. Right, so what's this Alan audio we've got to play?
Well, it's Alan's new job, isn't it?
Yeah, but where is it?
It's... Oh, sorry.
Alan's weather.
Alan's weather. Are we all ready for this?
Can I give you a jingle for this?
You want a jingle?
Yeah. Can I give you one?
You can give me one and a jingle, if you like.
Okay, Alan Caddick, the human version of gas and air.
Didn't really work. I wasn't ready for that.
Was it not? You're not ready?
Just loading up. Okay. Excuse me. And again.
Alan Caddick, like a local anaesthetic, he'll make you feel sick.
Government intervention is not only warranted, it is essential.
But pensioner Louise Morgan reckons the financial crisis is going to get worse for people like her.
Across the Alexandra Hospital in Redditch, Hospital Radio Pulse weather.
Another glorious day today with some patchy clouds tonight, which will give some long clear periods, which will allow mist and fog to form in places becoming chilly. The outlook for tomorrow is going to be another dry, sunny day. When some mist and fog clears, the highs.
Across the Alexandra Hospital, this is your music on your station. Hospital Radio Pulse, 1350 AM.
At the Kingfisher Shopping Centre, no one...
Alan, I love it. I love the fact that we've been sent that. I think it's absolutely amazing that you're getting into radio.
There's your
starting
proof.
off at Hospital Radio. I think it's great, and I encourage you and implore you. However, rule number 1, always learn how long the weatherbed is. Honestly. Sizemore, you're back. What now?
Is it the mystery person? Is it Beatrice?
No, it's not.
Who? Beatrice.
Fergie's daughter.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'll give
Thank
another
you.
clue out
Bye-bye.
soon.
Okay, hello on the phone.
Is that Alan Carrick on Hospital Radio?
It is Alan Caddick on Hospital Radio, 01243 55 60 60. If you want to comment, what did you think?
Was that Alan Carrick on the radio?
On Hospital Radio.
What the hell is going on in the world? I won't do radio, but Caddick's doing it. It's like Titus Bramble. How is he a Premiership footballer? How the hell is Caddick on the radio?
Oh, it's shit sticks, isn't it? Hello on the phone.
Good evening, it's the spirit of John Payne.
Hey, John, how are you?
Well, I'm alright, I'm not too bad this week. You know, I just thought I'd go up with a little bit of advice for ladies. would you like to hear this?
Yes, please.
It got very quiet. Alright, well, with Fiona being in the studio, I thought you'd like a bit of this advice. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Apparently, every blowjob you give adds a month to your life.
What, to your life or to my life?
Well, to your life, apparently.
Okay.
Also, if you swallow, then the protein ingested is the equivalent to the amount of protein in 5 porterhouse steaks, but it only contains 150 calories.
Right.
So, Leslie Gruford obviously likes a porterhouse steak, as we've established this evening. Apparently, a hand job a day keeps arthritis away. Every 10 minutes of lovemaking is the equivalent of 30 minutes on a treadmill, and doggy style will ease crow's feet and wrinkles, especially if it's in a car somewhere near Shoreham Airport. Also, intercourse prevents divorce, and regular screwing releases vitamin F, which increases the number of brain cells.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Sex eliminates headaches. Obeying the 11th commandment, that thou shalt not make thy man hard, triple your chances of getting into heaven. And the 10th bit of advice I've got for you, just before I poodle off back to the other realms, is inviting an attractive female friend into bed with you and your lover earns you a diamond choker for your birthday.
Hey. Thank you, John.
Ta-da.
Thank you. Okay, right, 01243 55 60 60. If you want to call us, more of the same, please. We've had a very crazy period of time. I played an ad break early. I might even play another one early, just so we can open sort of the last half an hour non-stop to whoever wants it, basically. We're sort of taking things back up a level after we spoke to Keith Mann. It was a little bit weird.
No, I still agree with everything he was talking about. He should have gone about it in a different manner.
So you would have set fire to... You're saying you should go about it in a different manner?
Yeah, I agree.
What would be that manner?
We shouldn't be testing as much. I don't know, do what these Fathers for Justice people are doing. Dress up as a superhero and, I don't know, dangle your todger in front of the Prime Minister or something. I don't know.
Hey, I would pay to see that.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter what activist you are, I would pay to see you dangle your todger in front of the Prime Minister.
There are ways of getting in the paper, getting
noticed.
noticed.
Probably sell it to another country.
Well, why not?
I think his argument is that all that's been done and that peaceful protesting has been eliminated because...
It's because they're doing it wrong. There are other ways of doing it.
They're doing it wrong. We've been doing lots of things. We've been 21 questions. I've been... Oh, hang on, where is it? Phil!
And I want to know, I want you to tell me who I am. I was born in the 1970s and my first assignment was with Elite Model Agency in my teens, and I have suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder. In 2007, I was ranked Best Dressed Female Celebrity.
Oh!
Hello on the phone, do you know who she is?
I was thinking it was Pete from Big Brother.
No, probably not. Hello on the phone. That's you.
Matt wants to see a man with his todger out, you big queer.
I want to... You know what? I want to see your todger swinging round in Gordon Brown's face. Oh, he's hung up. He won't even enter into the conversation.
Oh,
look.
Well, come on.
A lot of people find the men's genitalia rather ugly and the women's rather good looking. Yeah.
What?
I say it doesn't matter if it's in the dark.
Most of them just look like an axe wound. What are you going on about?
So, and once a month it's a... No, I'm not even going down the fresh axe wound.
not.
No,
it's
I
just
just
like
did! I just did! Oh!
You know, it's...
That's terrible. 01243 55 60 60. Tell me, why do I do this? We've been playing 21 questions. I've asked people a lot of, well, interesting or non-interesting questions. It really depends on what you think. I did want to try and kick off something called debate class, which is in American colleges, or if you're studying politics and stuff like that, you basically have to have a debate where you pick a subject that neither of you know anything about, and you both take an argument you don't like, or, one against, one for, and then you argue about it. And if I can get two people who are interested in doing debate class for next week, that'd be great. Hello on the phone.
Is it Pete Townsend?
Is it Pete Townsend? Is it Pete Townsend?
No, it's not.
Hello on the phone. That's you.
Is there anybody there?
Hello on the phone.
Hello?
Hello?
Has anyone guessed the name yet?
No?
No.
Is it Cameron Diaz?
Is it Cameron Diaz? Good answer. Good question. Good answer.
Did you get their name?
I didn't get their name. No.
Oh.
Hello on the phone.
Hi, it's Tony.
Tony.
Hi, is it Ghostbusters 2?
It's not Ghostbusters 2, no.
Oh, bugger it.
Hello on the phone.
Is it Gary Glitter?
Oh, wouldn't it be great if Gary Glitter was part of Elite Model Agency? We all know he's got some kind of obsessive disorder, whether it's compulsive or not. In fact, it probably is.
3D from Massive Attack, you bummer.
Oh, I think we've got the answer, don't you?
I think we might have.
Yeah, is it Cameron Diaz?
Shall I tell you what my next clues were going to be?
Go on then.
My co-stars have included Drew Barrymore, Jim Carrey and Julia Roberts. And my final one was going to be, in 2001, I fell in love with a green creature.
A green creature?
She played Princess Fiona.
Oh,
God.
Shrek.
Oh, sugar.
Shrek, yes. Indeed.
So you're right.
Excellent.
Apparently, when making small talk, ask the party or other parties a lot of questions about themselves. Not only is this the polite thing to do, it also helps move along the conversational ball.
The conversational what?
Ball.
Oh,
Keep
right.
the ball rolling.
I see.
Hey, well
okay,
done.
go on then.
Oh, hang on. Hello on the phone?
Is
Hello?
it Cameron Diaz?
Is it Cameron Diaz?
Yeah!
Hey!
I've won there, you bum. You've got to give me a prize now. You don't want,
Your prize?
you don't want another Blue Peter cat on your hands. Give me
No,
your prize.
you're quite... Yeah, do you want to know what your prize is, or are you just going to go on? Go on. Hello,
tell
hello
them.
on the phone.
Is it Justin Fashion You?
Hello on the phone.
Yeah, chappers, won your game. Do I get a prize?
Oh, was that you?
Can I have a mug or something?
You want a mug or something?
You got one.
A mug. Can I have a mug?
You've already got a mug.
Oh, I'd like two. They look, I could use them as bookends.
Was that you that rang up? Was that you that rang up and said Cameron Diaz?
Yes.
Oh, it was. Peter Chapman's on the line, star of the Chappers Weekly webcast.
Oh.
I've got a question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chap, where was it tonight?
What?
Where was it tonight? It didn't go ahead, did it?
No, it didn't go ahead.
Why?
It's not the show to talk about me. Let's talk
Okay,
about
all right,
your
did
show.
your-
When's the Leslie video coming up?
Chappers,
We're waiting for it. Leslie, send us your video.
Did your bag of sex turn up?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Well, the vibrator thing has like a hole in the top, and it looks a bit rusty, so it's already been used. So I won't be using that on my mum.
Oh! 01243 55 60 60. What won't you be using on your mum? Hello on the phone.
Can I have a Polaroid? Oh.
Can you have a Polaroid of my bumhole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I'll wait till it's dirty. Hello on the phone.
I've got who am I for ya?
You're Alan Caddick, we already know.
Thank you. Hey! 01243 55 60 60. I'm going to take an early ad break. It might get me into trouble with the bosses. I might even not have a job to come back to tomorrow, but hey, who cares? We'll have the last half an hour unscripted.
PlayRadioUK.com is offering you the chance to get your hands on rock, metal and punk t-shirts plus other band merchandise from just £11.95. Also includes free UK shipping. For more details, click on the Loud Clothing banner at PlayRadioUK.com.
For perfect personalised cards for any occasion delivered through the letterbox, go to playradiouk.com/moonpig.
The National Internet Radio Awards 2008 have landed.
They have!
And Play Radio needs your help.
We do!
Play 2 UK has been nominated for a top award, and we want you to help us show the world why we're leading the way in the future of radio broadcasting. Only your vote will help us win this award, and voting could not be easier. All you have to do is click on the Vote For Us banner on the Play Radio homepage. Votes are limited to one a week, so don't be shy. Vote for us every time you check back into our website, Play 2 UK and the Internet Radio Awards 2008. Vote now and be part of our future. Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu, only on Play 2 UK. Beware. The content of this show may offend.
Hello on the phone. No, you've gone. Hello on the phone.
And now the weather with Tarzan Caddick. Play the jingle!
It's a reference to Alan Caddick, our fantasy football reporter. Hello on the phone.
Well, I'm so disgusted with the way that everybody's talking about having dirty bumholes. It's absolutely terrible, especially as I've got such a rusty clout.
Step 2 of these How to Make Small Talk guidelines. Be sure to listen to the responses to your questions. It would not do to ask a barrage of questions, then not pay attention to the replies of the other person. Plus, if you listen closely, the responses to your questions may lead you to ask even more in-depth questions. Hello on the phone.
Is it Christopher Langham?
Is it who?
Christopher Langham.
Who's that?
Oh, no.
The guy that wrote The Thick of It.
No,
Went to prison, got out.
Oh, I know him.
Well, you know him personally?
No, he was also
Kobe
in...
Bryant. It's Kobe Bryant. R. Kelly.
It might,
Brown.
yeah,
Jonathan King. Any of these.
Probably not.
No, you know who it is, don't you?
Your mother.
Ryan Reynolds! Okay, 01243 55 60 60 if you want to give us a call. We've got half an hour of the show left. It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt, Aaron, Fiona. Jo will be back next week.
Hello.
She was going to come in tonight. But, no, I don't know if she's doing this on air.
I don't know if you should.
We haven't got any mics anyway.
She might kick my arse, if I say this, but she rang me up to say that, because it's her wedding anniversary on Tuesday, she rang me on Friday and said, I was going to come in this Sunday, you wouldn't believe it, I didn't realise it was my wedding anniversary on Tuesday. Normally, it's the man that forgets.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently she'd seen something on the computer that hinted she might have been being taken away for the weekend.
Taken where?
Away.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
So I don't know. We'll see next week, find out what happened. Hello on the phone. It's that silent caller again. It's that G-Man who's the silent caller. Okay, we did find out who it was, didn't we, in the end?
I know he did a couple.
I do hope that they...
He did a couple? Mind you, he's two people in one, so he probably need a couple to do, wouldn't he? Carry on.
I do... Thank you. I do hope that they didn't not go away and are sat listening tonight, and actually they're going away Tuesday.
Her husband never listens.
And you've just revealed all.
I haven't revealed anything whatsoever. I have not revealed anything whatsoever. Have I, caller? Hello on the phone. Oh, I love this call.
Ryan Reynolds. Who could that mystery caller have been?
Step 3 on the How to Make Small Talk steps. Ask questions that are relevant to the other person, such as questions about their background, their family, any friends you have in common, or what he may like to do. It's assuming it's a he. This opens up areas in his life that may have in common with you, posing an opportunity to bond. Your name's Bond. Hello on the phone.
There was a guy from the Bay City Rollers done for it as well. Is it him? Is it? Hello? Pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, he's sure it's him. I'm not sure who it was. Anyone? No. Dust? Anyone? No.
Dust.
Oh, I had so many great jokes when I was in Monza for the Grand Prix. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I?
No,
you didn't.
What, you in Italy?
Oh, I had the most amazing weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, it pissed down and you couldn't find a barbecue.
No, there will be a... Damn you! there will be a video circling the internet shortly once I've edited it all up, about 15 minutes. It's going to be about half hour long, so if you really can't be bothered to see anything, how I documented my holiday to Monza. However, you will see on there how we walked the old Monza track with the banking on the corners, which is literally vertical. We were daring each other. I say daring because it was such a naughty thing to do. To run up to try and get to the top of the banking. We got a drive because banking. Yes, our campsite was right next to the track, so it was like fence, track, fence, Formula 1 cars. 2 hours after everyone had closed down the track and gone home, we snuck over the fence and went down to the pit lanes to see what was going on. All the cars, all the mechanics, taking the cars apart. We were in the pit garages, talking to the Ferrari and McLaren guys, watching them take the cars apart. I've got it all on film. We got a lift in a car around the track at 120 miles an hour around the Monza Grand Prix.
Three-seater, was it?
No. It was just the guys who work at the Monza Supporters Club before they go home. They're allowed to do a few laps.
Oh,
and
right.
just for a laugh, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I stuck my thumb out and one of them stopped and one of them did? Hello on the phone.
I've seen that video, you getting bummed in Monza.
Hey, hello on the phone. Hello? Hello on the phone.
Is it John Leslie?
It is John Leslie. Well done. Congratulations. Oh, hello on the phone. Alan.
And Matt says we're doing presents at 5 to 10 on air.
I didn't know I was an F1 car.
01243 55 60 60.
How did you know, Matt?
How did I know it was Alan the F1 car?
Yeah.
Because
I'll tell you what, that could be a good TV program for kids, couldn't it? Alan, the F1 car. No, bloody dingo!
It would be like Bob the Builder. Oh. Alan Caddick, he needs fixing. 01243 55 60 60. I'm just going to take control here, Fiona. 01243 55 60 60. Straight to our calls tonight. Studio at playradiouk.com. We're going to listen to a bit more of Alan, I believe this is. Somebody sent it to us, but first, let's hit the lines. Hello.
Pee Wee Herman, he got done for it as well as him.
You know what? It could be him. Let's have a bit more of this. Is this Alan?
This is Hospital Radio Pulse on 1350 kHz medium wave and on Patient Line Channel 1. From the Beatles to the 90s equivalent, I had my first crush on Mel C, aka Sporty Spot, when I was a teenager, and this was their second Christmas #1 from the film Spice Girls. It's the Spice Girls and Too Much. Very quiet.
Oh, well done, Alan.
I'll tell you what, that was good, wasn't it?
I even understood what he said. Hello on the phone. Hello? Hello?
Hello on the phone.
Certainly.
Wow, it's really interesting. G-Man. 01243 55 60 60 if you're a fat bastard.
Actually, no, going on that, listening to that, listening to Shut Your Face.
Hang on, I was going somewhere with that.
No, you weren't.
I just wanted to insult you, fat and balding.
Thank you, tall and scrawny. Actually, listening to that, you can call me Sherlock if you like, Sherlock Holmes, but listening to the feedback...
Can I call you Shellacka?
You call me what you like, just don't call me late for dinner.
Miss Marple?
Can I call you Big Boy?
That sounded... You call
Ooh,
me,
baby, yeah,
yes.
baby, give it to me, baby.
As long as you go on top.
Okay, hello on the phone.
This is an exciting moment because we can actually talk to UK Internet Radio, Play Radio. Good evening, chaps.
Hey, good evening.
How are we doing over here?
Yeah, it's a really bad accent, by the way.
I'll put you on to my co-host, Mr. H. Hello, Mr. H. Good evening, Mr. Mad Bollock. How are you doing? Small penis, Matt.
Thank you, Rob and Paulie.
Penis.
Ryan Reynolds!
Yeah, alright, they've learned how to say the word penis. I did that in high school. Okay, 01243 55 60 60. Is that the first time they've ever been in a room together? I
think so. Normally they are separate, bombarding.
No, I think they like
double teaming.
They like us to think they're separate, but
Yeah.
what they're actually doing is bumming each other.
You reckon?
They are bumming each other.
in the same
One's got a dirty bum hole and the other one's shouting, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds. And they love it. Hello on the phone.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You want to see me ball?
Hello on the phone.
Hey, Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, Sly, how's it hanging, my man?
Hey, it's hanging well, just working on the script for Rambo 5 right now, and I don't know why I've got a lisp like Leslie Gruffudd.
You're working on a script for Rambo 5? Shouldn't you be dead by now?
Oh no, I wasn't killed off in the last one, just kept it open. But Leslie wants to speak to you.
Okay.
Give me your fucking phone, Rambo! Hello?
Where's this video, Leslie?
It's not bloody hell. Do you know what YouTube's like? It kept crashing while I was uploading it.
Right.
It did it 3 times,
So now I've tried it again, it's finally uploaded and it's been processing since 1:30.
How big's the file? Can't you just send us the video?
Oh, I did last time, remember, and it wouldn't play back properly, it kept jerking.
Whoa.
Hello.
So we'll try... How long do you think this is going to be for YouTube, then?
Well, the video's 3 minutes, so if it's not up by 1:45, what I'll do is I'll make it for next week instead.
Okay, honey, speak to you shortly. Hello on the phone.
She really shake you, doggy, she really make you, doggy, I'm quiet about it. Diddling, 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 diddling. Ryan Reynolds!
Hey! There he is. There's the Ryan Reynolds. 01243 55 60 60.
Where are you going?
He's gone.
Is it? Has he gone? Where's he gone?
He's gone.
Has he?
He has.
Have you actually seen him walk past and go to the loo?
I think you upset him.
Hey, it's nothing to do with me. Just got called him tall and scrawny. Well, he's gone anyway. So... You know, now that he's walked out, I can't go out and make any phone calls. Hey? He's disappeared. Never mind, keep the calls coming at 1243 55 60 60 0208 123 1088. Or you can Skype us, play.radio.uk. Just keep them going in. This is a random zoo time, apparently. Final 20 minutes of the show right here on Play 2 UK. Not the Tommy Boyd Show. Matt somewhere. And Aaron and Fiona. I've got some calls. Hang on. Oh, that's...
Do you feel better now?
Yes. On the phones, hello.
Matt's gone put some Tabasco up his bum, it'll keep him erect.
All I heard was Tourette's.
Oh dear. Oh, on the phone, hello.
It's the way that we're living. It's all taken, no giving. And there's not much to believe in. The loudest mouth will hail the newfound way. To be king for a day.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. On the phones, hello.
Who loves George Michael? Matt does, he's a bummer.
What's wrong with that? Alright, fine.
Oh, come.
Hello on the phone.
I ordered a Wirral box half an hour ago. Any idea where it is?
You ordered a what box?
A Wirral box?
A Wirral box? Is that like
a box you can buy in Wirral?
Yeah, in Liverpool. Right.
Who knows?
It must be 01243 55 60. Sorry, I had to go then.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'll be honest with you, I thought I was going to be sick. Although I wasn't, it just happened to be a burp that was creating a bubble in my throat, but I didn't really have time to talk about it.
Oh, I'm so glad
I thought I was going to be...
There is a bin under the desk.
If I'd actually been sick...
Oh,
yeah.
No.
You'd have created that fantastic moment that's been on floating around on the internet, you know, where that guy barfs up all over the desk.
Something or other, wasn't it?
That's right, and it's thick all over the desk, and it's all chunky.
I saw this child being sick the other day, and it was like that character from...
I'd have kicked it.
It's like that character from Little Britain, you know, where they just go...
Oh, God, yeah.
Kept on coming. Carrots and everything.
Feel
better now.
Hello on the phone. This is your chance to talk.
Hello on the phone.
By all accounts, that's what the Chappers Weekly webcast sounded like last week. Oh! Did I?
Are you making a dead air insinuation?
Just joking. Yes. I didn't even listen to last week's. I was in Italy.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I was at the Monza Grand Prix. Did I tell you that we had a race around the track? God. We had a really awkward moment, right? We wanted...
Please, somebody call.
We were all psyched up on the Sunday night. We were all psyched up on the Sunday night. We wanted to go go-karting on the Monday because that was our last full day there. So we went into Monza to try and find a go-karting thing. The best thing we thought was to go to Turismo Informazione. Apparently that's tourist information in Italian, but apparently it's not tourist information in Italian. We ended up in an arts building. There was 4 Englishmen, a very bad Italian phrase book, an Italian lady that spoke no English, and us that spoke no Italian, and that lasted for 20 minutes. A very awkward situation indeed. We never found the go-kart track. We did find a lot of barbecue meat and a lot of beer.
Now, Italians have nice accents.
Hello on the phone.
Hello, stop talking about Italy.
Hello on the phone.
Dead air, but still 51 minutes of output minus 2 songs. Thank you.
Dead air. There's still 51 minutes of output. Minus 2 songs.
Bless
So
him.
is it going on now then?
No, I think that's referring to his podcast. I think he may have trimmed it up before he uploaded it.
Ah, right. I see.
Yes.
Oh. Well.
So we've only got 10 minutes left until we're going to get our presents. We're doing it on air.
Yes,
aren't
the
we?
things I brought you. Hello on the phone.
You're sorted now, Matt.
Am I all sorted?
Yeah, you're sorted now.
I've taken my suppositories and everything. We're all good.
Yeah. Got enough Tabasco to keep you going till 10.
Oh, hey, I got enough Tabasco to keep me going until at least 12:15.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Oh, really? Oh, this is great. I never enter into a full conversation with you. Hello on the phone?
Still waiting on that fucking Wirral box, lads. What's going on?
What's a Wirral box? Don't ring me up and order a Wirral box from me when I don't even know what one is. What do you think this is? Argos? Oh, hello on the phone?
Matt, did you get me them scat videos?
Yeah. They're on their way. Hello on Skype. Sizemorg.
Hello.
Hello.
How's this lag?
It's alright.
Ah, okay. So don't have to use the landline. Hope you enjoyed your holiday, Matt.
I did very much so, thank you.
Good. What are the presents and how do you get them?
What are the presents and how do you get them?
Yeah.
All will be revealed in the podcast. playradiouk.com/podcast. Hello on the phone.
Good evening. Could I order a Merseyside box, please?
You could order a Merseyside box, sir. Let me just put you on hold and one of our operatives will take your details. Hello on the phone.
Yeah, did you order me those cockwort suppositories?
No, I didn't. What a disgusting thought. We got the Who Am I? We've done 21 questions. Oh, 21 questions. Let's go hip-hop on your ass. We're still waiting for Leslie Gruford's video. Can't believe she got the albino one. I'm still calling her a she, even though I know it's a he and it's a fake character. Hello on the phone.
I got bummed in Loughborough the other day.
Wow, hello on the phone.
Jack and Jill went up the hill. Sizemog's a happy man today. Won't fuck it up, a miserable bastard. Tell him to cheer up.
Hello on the phone.
Leslie Gruford on ground,
I'm sorry. Oh dear, that's a private joke thing you wouldn't get. I'll stop laughing at it. 01243 55 60 60 is the phone number. Email studio@playradiouk.com. Skype play.radio.uk.
Not had any takers for your school debate?
My debating class, my debate class. No, we haven't. It's work in progress. It might not be the polished article yet. Unlike my bell end, which is hello.
Stop making excuses and get that Wirral box round here, or it's going to be the fucking worst for you.
What colour did you want?
Hello on the phone.
Hello, it's Sizemog. I'm phoning up with a reason as to why I'm so grumpy.
Okay.
It's because if I smile, there's a good chance that my face will fall off.
Oh dear, 1, 2, 4, 55, 60, 60 is descending into chaos. We did speak to the Animal Rights Liberation Front former member Keith Mann tonight, who I thought was a little bit crazy, and let's face it, he is a terrorist, isn't he, really?
No, he's not.
He is. He's like this. It's a terrorist, get it? It's a wrist of terror.
Very good.
Terrorist.
Yes, very good.
Thank you. Doesn't really work on radio.
Is that your best one?
No, I was saving my best for last.
Excellent.
Hot stuff. Cutie pie, baby cakes. I don't patronise you anymore.
I'm still waiting for my present.
You are waiting for your present, you're quite right. It's a great big present, and you take it orally. Hello on the phone.
It's Sizemog. I've just won the lottery. I'm absolutely ecstatic right now. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm on 243 55 60 60. 13 minutes to show left. I'm hoping to have Leslie Gruford's video back as well. We sort of started talking about George Michael earlier. We never really got to finish it off. Although I do notice that on the front page, Cristiano Ronaldo's girl's a £2,000 hooker. Tell you what, if I had the money, probably would.
Would you?
Don't see that that's a problem. Never have. May well do. There you go. Strictly Dancing started on Saturday night, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I do like it.
Okay, it's the last time you come on this show. 01243 55 60 60. Do let us know.
Only because I want to be on it.
Hello on the phone.
This is Christopher from West Wickham with a song about the penis.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Go for it.
Anytime you rise, I'm here and I'm crazy for your pink thing. You make me wanna laugh, you make me wanna cry. When I stroke your head, I feel 100 heartbeats high. Whoa, 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 ping, ping. I wanna take you out and show you to the world. Ping, ping, it'll be okay if I could only wake you from your slumber curls. Ping, ping, what would straight folks say?
And I've cut him off now. I wonder if he doesn't realise and keeps singing. Hello on the phone.
Yeah, my Wirral box. Can I have it with extra pepperoni, please, then?
Hello on the phone.
Hello, it's Size Morg. And I've got a dirty bum hole.
Hello on the phone. Hello?
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 It's done. I've just sent you the link.
We're buffering.
Great.
Hello on the phone.
Oh.
Hello on the phone. There we go. You have to be quicker than that. No, I did just do that on purpose because we do now have Leslie Gruford's video, but it's going to nttbs.com. Right? If I've not mentioned this enough, I do apologise. If you go to www.nttbs.com, it's the initials for Not the Tommy Boyd Show. If you go there we will see a couple of camera screens. Oh, sugar. Okay, and if you just turn your other media player off, right, you'll then be able to watch these videos that we're about to watch. Now, our resident dietary expert and all-round he-she, Leslie Gruford, has sent us another video. I've kind of seen the beginning, and I've got a feeling I'm going to get it here.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so nttbs.com and click watch. Just setting this video up now, if you wonder what I'm doing. I'm just going through... there we go, nttbs.com and click watch. In the meantime, 01243 55 60 60. We're going to have Leslie Gruford's video. You can catch it all on GruTube. Here we go.
He knows how to Lord he planned, not his intention.
He got so brave, green drink in hand, lost his discretion.
It's not what he's used to, just wanted to try it out.
He's curious about him. Got Matt's attention.
Matt kissed the boy and he liked it. Taste off his cherry chopsticks. Matt kissed the boy just to try it. I hope that Leslie don't mind it.
It felt so wrong.
It felt alright. Dominions in love tonight.
Matt kissed the boy and he liked it. He likes it.
Matt didn't even know his name. Not that it matters.
Was all about how his boyfriend came and the way it splatters. It's not what straight guys do.
Not how they should behave.
He fisted the guy's arsehole.
Then asked if he would shave. Matt kissed the boy and he liked it. The taste of his six-inch peanut.
Matt kissed the boy not to try it. Hope that Leslie don't mind it.
It felt so wrong. It felt so right. Don't mean he's in love tonight.
Matt kissed the boy just to try it.
Wearing my stripy jumper.
He liked it. Matt's boys, they are so magical. Big shaft, red and double.
Their bums so nice, so touchable.
So big to deny it.
Ain't no big deal, that shit he said.
in public.
What's that? Matt kissed the boy just to try it. Hope that Leslie don't mind it.
It felt so wrong.
It feels so right.
Don't mean he is in love tonight.
Matt kissed the boy and he liked it.
And you know what? He bloody well liked it. He liked it. He liked it.
I hope YouTube don't delete this one, dude.
Hey!
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
I have to say that is legendary.
That is legendary. Just seeing his impression of Darnell from Big Brother. What? You could only call it body popping. Really, couldn't you? 01243 55 60 60. We're into the last few minutes of the show. We'll take your call straight to air. studio@playradiouk.com is the email address. We've not had one email tonight, have we?
Well, we've not really punted
Which is
for
weird,
them,
because
We have,
the weeks
actually.
before we had quite a few emails, didn't we?
We have, actually. There's one down there,
Oh, there is.
and there's one that I
you
printed
printed it
off,
off?
and somebody's confiscated from the printer.
Oh, I've not touched anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's
Somebody
that's my
did.
Facebook
Print it off
stuff.
again.
Okay.
Hi, Matt. Just wanted to say thanks for the bottle of Blackadder whiskey, which I won on James's show a few weeks ago, and which arrived this week. I'll be passing it on to one of my whiskey-drinking relatives who will be able to properly appreciate it, rather than drowning it in Coke, as I would. Cheers, Steve. Steve, it's an absolute pleasure. Hello on the phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's Sizemore.
Hello,
I'm
Sizemore.
about to orgasm. Oh. Better go clean myself up now.
For those of you who don't know, Sizemore is our Irish, slightly slow, although he blames the delay for Skype, our Irish friend who's big on conspiracies. Hello on the phone.
I didn't think much of Chatters' singing, but I thought Nemesis was excellent.
Yes, I have to agree. That was excellent. It was good the way that it was all put together. Excellent stuff.
Will, you're back on Skype, Will.
For the last time, cretins, where is the Destructo Beam? Look.
Oh, okay.
That's valid point.
Yeah, where is the Distracto Beam?
I'm not.
That's what I'd like to know. Is it under here?
Email us if you know. studio@playradiouk.com.
Where's the Distractor Beam? Detractor Beam.
Is it in somebody's dirty bum hole?
Hi guys, who am I? Is it either Cameron Diaz or Drew Barrymore? Fiona's fab. Cheers, Dino in Dudley. Hello on the phone.
Hello, it's Sizemore here.
Hi,
I'm
Sizemore.
gonna scare the fucking shit out your children with doom and gloom.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Sizemore the pirate.
Oh,
are you ready, kids?
He'd have a whole song, wouldn't he? Like Friggin' in the Riggin' by the Sex Pistols.
Oh, good tune.
It was on the good ship Venus, by heck you should have seen us. The figurehead was a whore in bed and the mast was a great big penis. Okay, thank you, Sex
You
Pistols.
played that tonight, haven't you?
No, I haven't. When do I ever play that? I played it once in Mike's show when he was doing hospital requests, because I thought that would just upset everybody in hospital. That'd be great. Somebody needs to break an ankle or something near Redditch Hospital on a Friday lunchtime.
Why is that?
Well, because then they get Alan Caddick's...
Is that when he's on
radio show.
lunchtime?
Well, Friday afternoon, but if you go at lunch, that means you've done your waiting for the X-ray and all that, and you're in your bed, ready to listen to hospital radio.
But would you really want to?
Yes, I would, and I would call him in. I would call in and say, Alan, oh, hey Matt, you're looking hot tonight. Blow me a kiss on the cam. Ha ha ha, Martin. There you go. And nttbs.com. Click watch if you want to see. Hello.
Shiver me timbers, it's Sizemore here. Walk the fucking plank.
Okay. Yes. Talking of planks, it's almost end of the show. Thank you to everybody who's contributed tonight. We continue as we were next week. The Human Zoo lives on. We will try and break a couple more boundaries. We'll try and talk to some more people, perhaps animal liberation related. I quite like that, and the way I can sort of, we can go with that. That should be quite fun. And that there are other things we're going to break into as well. But don't forget, we can sit the serious right in the middle of the fun. And at the end of the day, it's straight to air calling. You can't complain, can you? Like this. Hello on the phone.
Right, it's just a quick one. It's Leslie. I'd just like to say that I've also got a dirty bumhole.
Okay. I'm not surprised with those green drinks. Hello on the phone.
See you next week, guys.
What?
See you next week.
You will. Have fun on Friday.
Alan, is there going to be a week when we won't see you next week?
What?
Exactly. 01243 55 60. In fact, no. Oh, there we go. Last one. Hello on the phone.
Is that Ian Lee?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
No, it's not. I'm 2 minutes early. I've just looked at the clock on my phone.
You are, and you're a twat now. Fuck off. That was it.
Yes.
So next week there'll be more Weedles wind up.
I'm sure. What are you doing? Are you going to be back next week?
No.
No?
No.
What?
Sod it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, as
okay.
always.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Aaron. It's been fun.
Pleasure.
I got dirty mouth syndrome just then. I do apologise for my foul language.
You did? I could not believe that. I was ashamed to be sitting across the desk from you with your potty mouth.
Well, sit to the right of me then.
Oh, fair enough.
Don't be picky.
What did you say then?
Well, let's not repeat it, you know.
Okay.
You know.
Effing and jeffing.
Yeah, but I do apologise for my dirty mouth.
Very
My
dare
dirty,
you.
dirty mouth. Last call to end the show on.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
And that's how we like to do it. Thank you very much. See you all next week, people. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You're getting it on! Getting it on in Shore Rebel! Getting it on! She's getting it on! Oh, getting it on! Fiona, getting it on!
Love film? Then you'll love PlayRadioUK.com with low prices on Blu-ray DVDs.